GM. This is a quick tech check before anyone shows up. They surely won't notice. Let's put that more like in the background. There we go. That's pretty background, I think. Alright. Not a single one of these cooking streams ever been well prepared. Every single time I'm rushing like a madcat. I say every single time. This is the second time I've done one of these. And you know what? The other time was also chaos, because I started at like 6:30 or something. I can never get... I don't know. These are like the most challenging to get started on time. There's just so much shit that can go wrong. So much stuff that has to work. The audio is probably ass too. I don't have a lavalier mic, so I just put a condenser mic in the middle of the room, and you'll be able to hear all the creaking of the floor while I walk around it. This shouldn't be the worst thing ever, but you know. Professional setup. Speaking of professional setup, I had to set up a light. One sec. I should have learned from this last time, really. Yo, Fisty, what's up? You're not gonna catch anything. I'm wearing a balaclava. So you shouldn't be able, even if you see a reflection, you won't see me in it. Hopefully, anyway. Unless something really goes wrong. I took some precautions. I may be scuffed like 90% of the time. I look like I'm about to commit acts of terror. I noticed it. Oh yeah, this is a big ass bowl, isn't it? Or, I guess we don't need that. We'll have it over here. We'll need that to cook it to mix up the dough for the udon noodles. The udon noodles are gonna be done first because they take the absolute longest. They have to rest. They have to rest for like, you're supposed to rest them for like 4 or 5 hours. I ain't doing that. That's way too much time. I'll rest them for like 1. Looks like a ninja trying to cook. Damn straight. I don't even want to know if the neighbors see me through the window, because this is just on the first floor, you know? If the neighbors see me doing this through the window, I don't even want to know what they think. They're gonna be like, "This weird motherfucker." I'm always doing no. Instead of just normal weird DIY projects, and I'm walking around my house with my face covered for some reason. Check this out. Hopefully this don't die. I forgot to charge it beforehand. Hey, a little more light. Maybe we don't need that yet. How much difference does that make? No, that's actually pretty nice. We'll leave it on. Hang on, let me get all my stuff together. As I said, ill prepared. I don't know why. These streams take so much tech. Everything else, I can just kind of leave it set up. If I want to do like, you know, a Blender stream or whatever, it takes like 10 minutes at most. And really then, that's just making sure your software works. With the cooking one, I gotta haul my entire rig to the kitchen. Like, I don't know, I have a whole cart full of stuff for this. And it's probably not even gonna be that good. Like the sound isn't gonna be good. The video is hopefully pretty decent. If it doesn't do that. I do have to forget, you have to focus on stuff every so often, or it starts losing its way. Oh, you can see me in my ninja wear. Holy shit. This bowl is the downfall of Minnie. Wait, I think we need 5.5 cups to scrape this. This is why you take precautions. Wait. I think it was during Hans, he just held up like a backpack in front of his face whenever he had to lean down in front of the camera. It was the funniest thing ever. That was like one of the best things I've ever seen. Pure, unfiltered, like, stuff and fun, baby. Oh, I actually don't have enough in this bag. I'll get another one. So I'll definitely need more. I swear if I trip a cable, even for Augie's cooking stream had less reflections. She was actually trying to prevent reflections. I just pull out a massive mirror bowl because I know that I've covered myself up well enough that it won't give me away. I guess you can see my eyes. Oh no, they'll know I'm white. They would have never known otherwise. Raggie's cooking stream keep you on her toes because she keeps pulling out. She'll be like, oh, let me pull out the most reflective cards that you've ever seen and show them off in front of the camera. And everyone's just losing their mind. Like, please stop. Please check your reflections. Oh, it's almost like I can know what you look like. Oh no, I can't live if Sylvia knows what I look like. Damn. I don't know if I could recover from that. She would dox me for sure. For real, for real. What else do I need here? Oh, wait. I added... I don't know why I thought it was 5.5. I didn't need that extra half. Take you back. I'll need this for maybe filling it out or something, but... The penguin pajamas. She was like losing her mind that people saw that. That's not exactly a dox. And now people have like, aren't there like art pieces with her wearing it too? I think someone commissioned Todekai to make one. I swear. 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon. Okay, I don't want to get the salt measurement wrong. That'll really mess you up. Yeah. Let's say, I'm pretty sure I saw that one. That was one of the wallpaper resolution ones he had set up. Yeah, what's the equivalent reveal I could have? I'm just wearing an apron and track pants and sandals. I'm dressed like a white dad at a barbecue plus the mask. So that I don't give myself away with like the million reflections. Look, when I got all this cooking wear, I did not expect... Keeping it unmirrored was not something I thought I was going to have to concern about. I have to make the camera focus every so often or it goes to sleep. I don't know, maybe your toes? Oh, I'm wearing sandals, so you actually could. No toe reveal today, boys. Not today. Having the recipe all the way over here is actually a terrible idea. I keep having to walk across wires to get to it. One day I'll have this optimized. 1/4 cup. Okay. This is gonna make a shitload of noodles. This is gonna make way more noodles than I'm gonna actually eat. I can hear the flops. Oh no! Wait, they aren't. They aren't flip flops. They're like oh man, what are they called? They're like the ones with the back strap. It's like when you got your, you know, like when you put your Crocs in sport mode and you put the strap around the back. They've got that. So they shouldn't flop around. What the hell? Let me get a screen or something. Actually, I don't even know if I need a spoon. I think I just hand mix this. It's literally, these are like super simple in terms of ingredients to make. I can definitely tell it's Flop's sandals. Why are you the shoe, like, whisperer, Fisk? Care to explain? Care to explain your expertise? Where have you obtained these skills? I want to know, what is the target audience of the, wait, if I explain it more, I'm only incriminating myself. Yeah, that's what I thought, you bastard. Let's see, what was I gonna say? Oh, who watches those, like, cooking videos where they have, like, no sound? Those are, like, really popular. Like, they have millions of views on YouTube. I don't really know the target audience. I don't understand why people watch them. I like the ones where people talk about what they're doing. But I have always thought, I can maybe, no, I just recognize the sound. Yeah, okay, bro. It's okay. On the internet, no one knows your real identity. Okay, I might need a little more water. These are gonna be like really dense. Just a touch. You gotta be careful. Listen, you can't hide from me. I know your intent. Oh, I forgot how hard these are to knead. These are ones you gotta be putting the muscle in. Oh wait, I need to keep this centered frame because I letterbox my own chat box or my camera for some reason. You mean no sound, like completely muted? No, I mean like they don't talk. Like you can hear like the clinking of the cookware and stuff, but it's completely silent and the microphone sensitivity is like super high, so that you can hear every little like squish of the dough and like clink of the silverware. I don't know. Like, is it an ASMR thing? Because it isn't really that, I don't know what it's called. Like, it's not that much like ASMR. It doesn't seem to have that kind of crowd. Just based on, like, the comments and stuff. I hate that. Yeah, I don't really get the appeal, but I think a lot of people like them. For them to be as popular as they are. Okay. I think I just need like a few drops. This water goes a long way. You don't want to use too much of it. If you use too much, your dough gets mushy, and then it's a real pain when you're rolling it and it's trying to stick to everything. I'm also realizing I'm like moving the bowl all over the place. Here, I'll just put it on the countertop. I'll make it, what's the best? There. There we go. It's starting to come together. This one's a workout. This one will test your grip. This dude making noodles again. Look, next cooking stream, I'll make something that isn't a noodle. But here's the thing, my oven is currently broken, and when I do big meals, I like to include a starch element. Normally, it's bread, right? But I can't make bread because the oven's broken. I guess I could make it in the Komodo Joe, in like the grill. You can technically bake bread in that thing, but I don't know. I've had to improvise. Hopefully I get the thing fixed soon. I still haven't diagnosed what exactly the problem is. Is there a cabinet right underneath where you're kneading? No. The way the wait, is the countertop bending? Is it really? This is like a composite countertop, so it wouldn't surprise me. It's not real granite, obviously. The people who remodeled this house before they sold it to me were definitely not that generous. I can tell. Shut the fuck up. This kitchen ain't too bad. The cabinets are a little janky. Like, here's the thing. I kind of want to renovate it, but renovating the kitchen is like, it's like the most expensive room you can renovate. First the kitchen, then the bathroom. Guess what the two worst rooms in this house are? Guess what the two rooms I want to innovate the most are? Or renovate, not innovate. It's flexing away from the backboard. Any your inch. You asshole. That voice ain't too bad. Yeah. I think that's incorporated enough. We can probably set that to rest. Lay them to rest. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be too dry. Oh, it is flexing away from the backboard. How? I didn't even notice that. Yeah, wait. Oh, that's where like I'm leaning in. They didn't seal it to the friggin' stupid contractors, I swear. Okay, wait. It's funny you bring that up about this countertop, because the one over here by the stove, which I'm gonna rotate to when I'm doing stuff on the stove, that countertop has like full-on come off before. Like they didn't even bother securing it with what is it, joists? Whatever they use, like the little bolt clips that you're supposed to use to secure a countertop. They didn't even bother putting those in. Oh, wait. I was eating something on it one time, like this, and it just full-on pulled out. Okay, we're gonna wrap this in saran wrap and put it in the refrigerator for the next hour or two. Rolling the noodles will be the very last thing we do. This isn't a terribly, like, complicated meal. Most of the components that I'm gonna be making are, like, stuff that you would normally just have on hand. Or stuff that you would make in advance and then you have a bunch of it and you don't have to actually come back and make more. Let's see. I think next we should do the chicken broth. Let me just toss this over here. Clean enough for government work. Let's get, let's see. What else we gotta make for this? The final udon is gonna have, it'll have the homemade noodles, it'll have a homemade tare sauce mixed with a homemade chicken broth, it'll have chili oil, and then it'll have minced scallions, dried, well, that's not really a thing I have to make. Minced scallions, dried shrimp. Oh, and some fried, not panko, what's the word? Tempura. Looks super clean. Thank you, Nabu. How's it going, Nabu? Oi, I haven't seen you stream in a while, Nabu. You must have been busy recently. I, like, just discovered you right before you got busy, I think. Hang on, we'll move us over to the, Actually, before I get dunked on for my messy stove, I'm gonna clean it. It's not that messy, but it's messy enough that I know I'm gonna get shit for it. Are the scallions homemade? Yes, I grew them in my arm. I didn't actually, you can, that's not a dumb question, because scallions are really easy to grow. Like green onion, super easy. It's like one of the easiest vegetables. Unfortunately, I did not grow these. So give me 1 second while I clean this countertop off, and then we'll move over. Sounds good. Tempura pairs well with udon. Yeah, I'm basing this recipe. It's not an actual recipe or like guide for assembly. There's this udon place in Boston, which I have a friend that lives in Boston, so I was visiting there. I visited there a couple times, and I always go there when I visit. It's like, it's so good. It's super good. And I'm trying to emulate their flavor. So I've gone there often enough now that I have an idea of what they put in it. And I've gotten, like, pretty close to what theirs tastes like. It's good? You're moving? Oh, yeah, that's what. That explains it. Dude, moving is exhausting. Every time I move, I just put all other activity on hold for like a month. I hope I don't have to move again anytime soon. Boston clam chowder? Hell yeah. Clam chowder, lobster rolls. Dude, I just went on a vacation to Maine like 2 weeks ago. I ate so much good seafood. It was so good. And saw some real pretty nature. There was a lot of grass touching on that trip. It was pretty nice. I think I had like 3 different lobster rolls though. They make so many of them there. I love fried seafood, like fried clams. Ooh, fried clams are delicious. You ever been to like, let's see. If you're in East Coast, if you live in the East Coast, the rural East Coast, you might have gone to like Calabash, which is in North Carolina, where they make like, it's just a town full of restaurants that fry fresh seafood. Everything they sell there is delicious. I love it. My family goes on vacation near there every year, or like almost every year. I love going to the places around there. Give me some of that fried tastiness. Fried scallops are probably my favorite. Though I don't know, scallops are so rich. Those are good pretty much anyway, so maybe that's just cheating. Yeah, it's good. It's delicious. I don't know, I'm a big fan of seafood and stuff. It's definitely pay to win though. Scallops are so good. You can do anything to them. I've had them broiled, fried, seared. If you get a place that really knows how to sear them, like, oh man. And they do like a sauce, or they, there's this thing, I think it's probably some French method, where you emulsify butter with water and it produces like this cream sauce, and you can simmer things in it. And if you do seared scallops and then you simmer them in that sauce, it is the tastiest thing. So good. I should try to make that sometime on here. That's a challenging recipe though, because scallops, they go from not cooked to overcooked like very quickly. You have to really know what you're doing. That's why it takes for like for searing them. You gotta time it just right. Yeah, what? I'm taking my sweet old time cleaning this. The stove still doesn't look. It isn't that clean. It's got some burnt in. Camera, please. There we go. It's got some burnt in flavor, we'll say that. Listen, Fisty, I want to hear lips from you. Windows notification. It didn't do the Windows notification. The camera is connected. It's like a proper like. It's a Fuji X-T4 mirrorless. So it's not like a webcam. It's connected with an HDMI capture card. Yeah, bros, we're in the Skype call. Welcome in, Karagi. How's it going? Also, welcome in, Tang. No, it's not a real Skype interface. It's just a funny overlay bit. Because all my other overlays look like Windows Vista, and I was like, what do I do the webcam overlay? Oh, it'd probably be funny if I made it Skype. Just because, I don't know, that's what I associate. Alright. I'll spin the camera around now. Ignore the transition there. Disregard what you see in the background, if you can see anything in the background. How do I position this to where I can best see without... There we go. That's kind of claustrophobic. I'm trying to be... Yeah, really makes you feel like 2008. That's what I'm going for. Next indie horror film? What's the name of that indie horror film that was just like... It was just like screen captured Skype, and that was the entire premise. I don't think it was very good, but I don't know, it's remembered. It's called like Unfollowed or something. Yeah, no gloves. Unfriended? That was it. That's exactly what it was. A terrible movie. Yeah, it was awful. Yeah, we're not having gloves. You can see hand. You can see, but I have no reflection protection. Although everything in my kitchen is too shiny, so I'm wearing like a face mask so that if you see me in the reflection, all you can see is my eyes. So I look like a ninja. Immersion break. I'm sorry, I'm not actually as pale as the model shows. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Okay, let's make some... I'm gonna make a very small quantity of homemade chicken broth. Which is really being extra, but I want to do it, because it tastes really tasty. So I'll get some carrots, some celery, some chicken, with some peppercorns. We're using so few, we just need like one carrot, one celery, one tiny onion, and ooh, that onion's a little old. I'll use half this guy. Hey, camera. Don't do me like this. There we go. Those wooden floors are the exact color I thought it'd be. They're wood colored. What the fuck do you want, Fist? Yeah, I'm actually Congo. I'm sorry, Kondeshi. You had to find out this way. Can't wait to see the reflection off the bottle of absinthe. I do have a real bottle of absinthe. I can pull it out. I'm not gonna do shots off it or anything because I don't want to die. That is a slender looking carrot. Depends on what they're... These aren't stained. These are the natural color of the wood. What are you talking about? What kind of peasant do you take me for staining the wood floors? Just kidding, I actually am kind of peasant. Oh, speaking of background, let me move the light in. We got a lot of prep that goes into this. Okay. Oh, I guess you can't see that, can you? Wait, is this a... This is a terrible angle. Yes, I would like to look directly into the pot, please. I'm lining it up. There's a lot of this in this stream. And then we'll focus on the background. The pot can be a little blurry in the foreground, maybe. Or we can switch between it if we want to be real cinematic. Okay, Mr. Fake Granite Countertop, listen. Reflections! Reflections! Ah! Oh no, we have to cover up the pot. You can't see what I look like in a ski mask. Nice upside down electrical switch. That's pretty normal. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna stick an entire chicken thigh in this pot. There we go. We'll do one whole chicken thigh, one carrot, one celery, a few peppercorns, a few... This is the most reflections I've ever seen. When you cover yourself up, you don't have to worry about covering everything else up. That's your secret. That's the secret, Cat. I knew I wouldn't be able to cover everything else up. All the pots are shiny like this. This is my entire cookware. Ski mask, your Congo, and a Malbert. Yeah, actually, I look more like a Malbert. We can see his arms, cut the feed. They're gonna find out. They're gonna find out who I really am. I hope this onion's still good. It's kind of old. Yeah, it's fine. Onions last like forever, bro. It takes forever to kill them. I don't like that I have to turn around to read the chat, but putting the tablet in view is kind of weird. So I'll just deal with it. That's screwed. We can just cut this guy in half and it'll make it easier to kill. Malbert could stay in character for his, speaking of. Let's see those chopping skills. Uh-oh. I'm about to get laid out. Well, I'm not gonna mince this, because it's just for a broth, right? So, I just do a center cut, and then cut to quarters. And then for the carrot and celery, it's just a coarse chop. I don't even peel, like, okay, there's something on this carrot. You don't even need to peel the carrots when you're doing this. Clean your wall. Actually, you're right. I do need to clean the wall. This is a nice knife. Luke was roasting my cutting skills last time he was here. He was like, you don't cut with the knuckles out. Because when you cut, right, you're supposed to do like this so that it can't cut your fingers. I don't cut like that. I cut with my hand flayed. And then just like, which is not good form. You didn't see it. Is it even focused back here? The weird angles. If I had more cameras, it'd be easier to set up. I'll mince up some scallions in a bit, actually. I can mince those up for later. I'm sure Floop is just jealous of your knife. Floop is like worked in Michelin star restaurants. He has like a $300 knife. So his knife is better than mine. This is like a $200 knife, which is still really expensive, but it's not like, you know, enough that professional chefs won't. Moving the knife and not the food? Yeah. Wait, what are you talking about, Fist? You don't move the food towards the knife. What the hell are you talking about? You walk the knife across the food. I can't believe they didn't give him a good knife. They gave him a good knife. Or he got one somehow. Typically, chefs in restaurants provide their own knives, though. They aren't provided by the restaurant because they want to be able to use their own. The knife you buy is going to be better than, like, the Victorinox or whatever that they'll give you. It's typically the theory, I think. When I was in college, I worked in a restaurant just as like a dishwasher, and the chef there had like a whole case that he would bring in of his own knives. How do you walk these nuts? Shut up. I swear. I swear. Okay, what else goes into a broth? Oh, we'll get like a bay leaf. Hang on, do you wanna? Can I? Let me do a quick scan. I was gonna see, if you want a shot of the... I think I posted a picture. Sorry guys, I'm gonna flex my rack, my spice rack that is. We got some bay leaves and peppercorns we need to pull from this to go into the pot. I literally just did that camera move to show it off. I'm so proud of my jars, my massive stack of jars for this spice rack. Okay, we'll add some peppercorns. This whole, all this stuff gets drained out, keep in mind. Also, I saw that one of the peppercorns fell into the stove. I'll save you the comment. And I'll throw a bay leaf. Like a Goliath-sized bay leaf. A little bit of coriander tends to go well. And I like to add a little fennel seed. So I'll pull some fennel seed too. And then we just need water, and then we'll be good to go on the broth. Streamer, you drop some spices. You know what? Just for you, I'll find where it went in the stove and pick it out. Or maybe I won't. I don't see it. Where'd it go? I don't know what to tell you. I guess it'll burn. I guess it'll burn in the fires of the stove. Can we backseat your cooking streamer every single time? I swear cooking streams get more backseating than most game streams. Anytime I'm watching someone else do one, people are always like, actually, you cooked this wrong. Actually, you cut this the wrong way. I swear, it's inescapable. Oh my gosh. Don't even Windows notification noise me. I know it doesn't do it. Calling out Karagi's chat, just to look, I'm not calling out Karagi's chat. I'm just saying, when chat was like, you need a rising agent, you have to add baking powder to those buns. You know, buns that are traditionally made with just yeast, which is also a rising agent. I was resisting, bros. I was resisting backseating the backseaters. Because they were wrong! Oh wait. We need like a quart of water. I felt so awful getting yelled at by 30 people. Oh no! I can't even say I know how you feel, but I kind of do, because every time anyone is in the kitchen, they start backseating you. I don't know what it is about cooking that makes it a free-for-all. I'm like, guys, please. Can you please stop? Let this be a note when you're in cooking streams. Don't tell the, I was gonna say the chef, the person cooking. They know what they're doing most of the time. You missed that stream? It was a fun stream, except for backseating. Like, if not for the backseating. I love cooking streams though, even with it. Everyone wants to be Ramsay and Scream. Yeah, they're doing... Yeah, guys, no, I'm not being an asshole. I'm role-playing as Gordon Ramsay, hit entertainer and chef. It's completely different, I swear. Yeah, not your kitchen. Look, when my friends are over, I can physically kick them out of the kitchen. If you guys start mouthing off, what am I gonna do? I can't do anything. Oh wait, this thing went to sleep again. Hang on, I need to focus it. If you focus it, if it has to keep focus, it'll not go to sleep on you. Or it'll like know that you're trying to film with it and it won't keep falling asleep. You can time people. I'm not gonna time people out for it. How much water? That was a full quart. So 1 quart of water, a single chicken thigh, 1 stalk of celery, 1 carrot. This is like the slimmest. Typically when I make this broth, right, it's in like, hang on, I have a pot right here. It's typically in like this pot, and it's like 3 gallons of broth. And I jar it up and seal it. And if you boil your jars to where it's like canned when it seals, then you can just keep that, it's shelf stable. You can keep it for as long as you want. How long does it take? So if you're doing a big pot with many gallons, it takes a while. It takes like several hours. I typically make it when I'm making a bunch of other stuff and I'm gonna be in the kitchen for several hours anyway. Because otherwise, it's real, if that's all you're making, it's gonna be super annoying because you're gonna have to keep running in. Okay, but there is a little cheat you can do, because the reason you cook it so long is that you want the gelatin to come out of the bones. Like you want to make your broth. If you're doing like a big pot, you want to save up a bunch of bones and use as many of them as you can because it gives it a real nice texture. I'm gonna cheat. I have a packet of gelatin and I'm gonna sprinkle a little in there. I already have some bone in there as well, but sprinkling the gelatin packet will like cheat it just a little bit. Chef prep cooking? Okay, I'm not actually a prep cooker though. I like to cook my meals individually every night after I get off work. Setting my stream time for 6 p.m. has been a massive detriment to this. Because I get off work and I don't have time. I get off at 5 during the summer and I don't have time to cook. So I just don't eat until like 11 p.m. or so. It's hashtag tragic. Hang on, let me get a lid and we'll get this guy going. Whoop, wrong burner. And you add your salt at the end. If you salt it at the beginning, then the salt, it gets more salty as it cooks down and loses water. So I'm just using the lid to get it up to temp. Yeah, I'm starving. I'm so hungry by the end, bros. I have to have the stream at 6 though, because most people that watch me watch either Moriko or Karagi or both, and Moriko starts at 7 and Karagi starts at 8. So if you want to have 1 hour where you can watch me without having to interfere with the other people, then I gotta start at 6. It'll be a lot easier in the winter. Oops, the light just died. Good salt tip? Yeah, that can be applied to a lot of things. Like any soup where you're cooking it down and you're gonna lose a lot of liquid. It's a good idea to keep it salted. Rapidly scrolling through the chat because it's not where I'm. It's not in front of my eyes at all times like it is when I'm at my computer. All right, what else do we need to make for this? Hey, the other thing we need to do is chili crisp. So, once again, this is typically something you would make long in advance. Because chili crisp gets better the longer it sits. It like infuses because it's in oil. But I wanted to show to make it on stream, so I'll do it here and then just use it not fully infused. Yeah, it is hard to pick a good stream time. 6 p.m. I felt like it's not the best for me for scheduling, but it's the best for people to watch it, I think. It's like right before prime time. Right as people get off work. You can come in and hang out for a little bit. I don't know, it's hard to go across time zones, right? Like PST, you ain't off work at 6 p.m. That's only 3 in the afternoon, unless you get off work really early. Most people don't get off that early. Boy. Also, I'll ask opinion. Should I add, everyone else has these shout out commands so that when they see their friends, they can shout them out? I always thought those are like it's a nice gesture, but does anyone ever actually click the shout out link? Should I put one on my stream anyway? This is just a random question. Yeah, right. It's easy for me to just think about this in EST terms, because, you know, that's where I live. You click them? Wait, you actually do click them, then. Yeah, I've never clicked one ever. I normally just already know who the people are. Yeah, I don't want to click over and watch someone else, and I don't like following when I don't know who they are, because it doesn't really help. It just means that, like, later when I see them in my follow list, I'm gonna be like, who is that? Like, it's so much better if I watch them and then follow, because then I'll have an idea in my head when I see the name of who they are. And I want to actually come back and watch them. You occasionally click them? Oh, dang. If you shouted them out, they're most likely offline. They better be. Not followed. Ooh. Do I not follow you, Fisty? No follow begging in my chat? No, I'm just kidding. I actually will follow you. Don't let it happen again. I just clicked my own chat and got a chat rules. Damn, gotta keep myself in line. Okay, I'm gonna pull over to the chili crisp. What do I need for this thing? Vegetable oil, dried minced onion, granulated sugar, kosher salt, red chilies. Oh, I need a lot of red chilies. Follow for follow. Oh, have you guys ever followed those unironic follow for follow accounts? Those are the most obnoxious. I hate those things. I'll get them on Twitter sometimes. It'll be like, follow to follow, man. Like, yeah, I don't need your stinking follow. What? Followers are useless just as a number. Like, it's only cool if it's like someone you know who's following you, right? Okay, hang on. I think I can raise this tripod. Ready? There we go. It's on like a weird little crank now. There we go. This camera gets warm when it runs like this. I might have to, I don't know if I'll have to give it a break or not. Let me get on my massive bag of Szechuan chilies. Are you really leveraging your Asian Mart if you don't buy one of these? Look at this thing. I just zoomed in so far, you won't even be able to get it right. Look at this thing. This is the biggest bag of chilies ever. These things are great though. I go through so many of these. Cause like, there's a lot of dishes that leverage them. We're gonna need a decent amount to make this chili crisp. This is gonna make enough chili crisp for like many days. Looks like wood chips. It's not wood chips, I swear. I'm sorry you had to find out. I'm actually feeding my guests wood chips. They're little dried peppers. They're real flat because that was vacuum sealed when I originally got it. This time when I went, because I went yesterday to pick some stuff up, and they had like ones that weren't vacuum sealed flat. I wish they had those when I got these originally, because I prefer them to not be like this. My favorite snack? Do you want me to eat one right now? I'll do it. Don't even at me. I'll eat the pepper. So the easiest way to do this, because you don't really want the seeds, is to just rip them apart and then you go through afterward and shake it and the seeds come out. Okay, these I'll actually pick out manually. Yes. Alright, boys. I think I've eaten these before. I've eaten them in food. I only have eaten one like this. Alright, I will eat this tiny little chip. We'll get crunch audio, or for good measure. Don't your eyes itch? Maybe you should rub them now. Ah, it's crunchy. Yeah, it's so hard. Do you have a child who's crying? You should wipe their tears off. Yeah. That is the worst texture. When they're in food, they get soft. Yo, that's kind of spicy. Listen, 1 second. That's kind of hot. Damn. The water is not to help with the spice. The water is because it's crunchy. It's so dry. Are you okay? I'm living. Happy Pride. If you don't move on camera, it turns the camera off. Oh no, fire is hot. Who would have thought? I'm chugging water right now. It's actually not that. It's not that hot, like spicy wise. It's just foul. Like they aren't meant to be eaten. When you put them in food, like when they're whole, you typically just let them seep the flavor. Okay, my tongue is a little bit numb right now. Maybe they were a little hot. It's not as bad as the Szechuan peppercorns. We'll get those out in a second. Those things, like, numb your mouth. Drink milk. If it really starts burning out, drink milk. But I don't think it's that bad. The Thai bird chilies, those are worse. Those are actually gonna light you up. Drink sriracha. My dad used to grind those, and we used it as furikake. I don't know what that is. Oh wait, is that the stuff you mix with rice? We just put it on everything, on top of rice and miso soup. That sounds pretty good, honestly. I put them in everything too. I buy them in a big old bag like this as well. Alright, the broth is boiling, so I'm taking the lid off. Camera, don't turn off. Please, I'm begging you. Please. Green, come and piss. Thanks for the update, Potato. I'm glad you're doing well. Yao Gun Ma. That's the. I hate that that's been endorsed by John Cena himself, because I actually have some Lao Gun Ma right here. It's their chili crisp, and it's delicious. If you're not making your own chili crisp, this stuff actually goes hard. But I like the homemade stuff the best. Is this your phone or my laptop? The camera, it's a Fujifilm X-T4 with an 18 to 55 millimeter lens. So it's like an actual camera. And then I'm just capturing it with an HDMI capture card. I should take a picture of this setup that I have to record in the kitchen, because it's like chaos. Social credit plus 10,000. Dude, my social credit is so freaking high right now. Oh, it is the rice topping thing. Thank you, Izumi. John Zeno. Fujo Phil. Not quite the same. No, Fujo Film's what Karagi uses, I believe. It's a completely different technology. My social credit is as high as my credit score. Zamson. Yeah, you gotta promote Lao Gun Ma more. That's the secret. That's high quality equipment. Yeah, I actually have a proper. I got the actual proper camera before I was doing stream stuff. I would not have bought it just to do this, but it is really nice to have. If it stopped turning off, I'm going to haunt you. Oh no, please don't haunt me in my walls. If I hear barking, if I hear a distant won, I'll know she's found me, bros. She's going goblin mode and I'm gonna have to run. We start with 300, so that's pretty good. Is there anyone that has a 300 score? I thought you were turning it off. No, I wasn't turning it off. It's turning itself off because it thinks it's inactive. But it's just because I keep wandering off to read chat instead of being good and doing the cooking that I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be picking the ends off these and tearing them apart. The only reason we're tearing them apart like this is so I can sift the seeds out. Otherwise, I just throw these all in the grinder and call it. But you don't want stems and stuff. Those aren't good. My hands are gonna be like fire to my eyes. Yo, welcome in, Griffin. When does the absinthe go in? You want me to get out some absinthe? Hang on a second. So, I actually have absinthe. Is it really green? Yeah. It's, that's its natural color. Focus, you fool. This is what absinthe looks like. I barely have any left. Someone gave me this. I did not buy the absinthe. It's expensive, too. It's, I think this is like a $50 bottle when it's new. Nice window cleaner. El Grande absinthe. Hey, Grande! Absinthe original! Unfortunately, Nero, this is a product of France, so, it's mildly cursed now. But no, absinthe is expensive because it's really strong. This is 69% alcohol. Nice. It's got, so what does that put it at? 138 proof? That's really high proof. What you're supposed to do to serve absinthe is you put a spoon with holes in it over a glass, and you put half a shot of absinthe in the glass, and then you drip like a full shot of ice cold water over the sugar cube, and it dissolves. And when it goes into the absinthe, it makes like a milky white looking clouds as it falls in. It's real pretty. There's like a whole like ritual to it all. The French. I can prepare it if you want to see. I have the stuff to do it. We can take an aside. The longer those udon noodles rest, the chewier they'll be, and the more udon-like they'll be. So it's fine to have this meal take a little more time. The cooking streams are shorter anyway, just because like, I don't know, I normally stream for like 5 or 6 hours. It doesn't take me 5 or 6 hours to make udon, even when I make everything else myself. That's a really long time. Also, when it's all said and done, I'll put a picture of it on Twitter. Absinthe shot? I actually don't know what absinthe is, to be honest. I thought it was an inside joke. I have an absinthe spray bottle. Yeah. So, Izumi knows what's up. I have it in a spray bottle too. That's part of why I wanted it to begin with. Because if you're making drinks, like if you're making like a Sazerac, right? You just kind of spray the inside of the glass with it first. And it makes it gives it that like anise smell without it being like an overpowering flavor. Because it's really strong flavor. It tastes like licorice. If you hate licorice, you are going to loathe absinthe. Hang on, we can take a brief aside. Give me 1 second. I'll get the absinthe tools. Boys. Let's reposition the camera. Like for breezing things. yeah, the Sazerac. Yeah, see, I had it for that exact drink. That's a tasty drink. You need like 2 or 3 different types of bitters to make it the way I like to make it though. Which complicates things a little bit. Let's see if we can move the camera here. The sun is like right here. Like, see that line? That's like not even, that line is not a cutoff of anything. That's just where the sun isn't. So in Eastern time, the sun is going to start going down in like an hour or so, and it always hits the countertop right about now. Let's just set this up. It's literally used as a spice, yeah. Who you calling thick, boy? Ah! I got spice in my eye there for a second. Okay. Let's get the beauty shot. If I'm gonna be whipping out the big camera, we're gonna be using it like it's intended. So, we'll start with half a shot of absinthe. Oh, whatever is on your countertop. I don't know what's on the countertop. The knife block, maybe. I have a real nice knife block. One of my friends made it for me. And it's like, dude, that is like the most extra thing, but he's a real nice dude. He made me my chopsticks too. So all the chopsticks I have are handmade. They're made from the same table that the same wood I built my table out of. So add half a shot of absinthe to the glass, and then you begin the ritual part of this, where you put the spoon on top of the glass, and you add a sugar cube. And you can see the spoon, I'll hold it up so you can see, it has holes in it, so it's like a sieve. Yo, morning, Amalver. I can vaguely see your reflection in the glass. Nice shirt. This isn't a shirt, this is an apron. It looks like Guy Fieri, I know. It's got flames on it. Someone made me this apron custom. It's real nice. It wraps all the way around you. Dude's making fancy drinks. What the fuck is going on? We're making absinthe, Nikkei. It's part of my brand, apparently, because it's PNG. It has me holding absinthe. So now it's indirectly part of my brand. So 1 second, I need to get some ice water. Not very much ice water. You pretty much just go until you're like tired of putting ice water in it. You get an ice cube. I won't go into the, oh, I need a bar spoon. It has to be cold. It's important that the water is cold for absinthe. It's where all the chilling of the drink comes from. Oh, come on, camera. I know I haven't been there for a few seconds, but you can chill, right? You can be chill. Whoop! That's a high step. I like to imagine the official recipe involves an absinthe aside too. You don't do absinthe, you just drink it. I'm trying to show the ritual. There's a whole thing to this. Only heathens just drink the absinthe. You can't just drink it, bro. Oh shit, Skype overlay. Yeah, this is my webcam overlay. It's pretty cool, right? You're adding water to the absinthe? Disgusting. Get out of my streaming platform. Look, Nikkei, not everyone can be as man as you just drinking 138 proof spirit straight. It's water and sugar as well. This is like its proper preparation. I'm trying to see in the viewfinder. Oh, my massive hand is... Hang on. There we go. Now, typically, you would use a tool that's called an absinthe fountain to do this. You would, it like drips the water drop by drop over the sugar cube. And that's the true traditional way to do it. But, I ain't that fancy, so I'm just doing this. The reason you water it down too, it's not just that the drink is strong on its own, it's that it's like, it's very strong in flavor. Like it tastes like it's a strong drink. So, what is this girly drink? When did you piss in the cup? Bobato, you missed the piss segment. Tragic, I know it's your favorite thing. Given that you had like a whole collection of piss sound effects that you could send me when I needed one for that Nikon video. The sugar cube is starting to dissolve. Nikke, I want you to drink absinthe straight live on stream. Prove your power. Also, camera, chill. I'm moving literally right in front of you. What the hell's wrong with you? There, now I can see that it's not acting up. Just a fancy way to make simple syrup? It's not quite simple syrup. It's also not pearlescing like I wanted it to. It's supposed to turn milky white. And typically when you make it, that's what it does. But it's not, so I guess it's not dissolving enough or something? Maybe the water isn't cold? I didn't stir the ice cube with it. I'm turning this broth down as well. This thing is at a roaring boil. For broth, typically you want it to be at a simmer. But that's a French notion, and we hate the French here, so we can just ignore that. I don't drink anymore. Well, that's why I didn't call it just straight absinthe shots. Either that or tequila. Tequila is half the strength of absinthe. Though people always say it's worse. I think the perception of tequila is bent by the fact that like it's tasty. Tequila is so good. It's so easy to drink way too much of it. Who the fuck has time or patience for this? Typically you have a thing that drips it for you, so you don't have to spoon it. Like drop by drop. And you're already drunk on the previous absinthe shots when you're pouring out the next one. So it's just an idle activity to do while you're talking to people. Like I'm doing right now. Alright, this is enough water. You're supposed to actually go harder with it and let more of the sugar dissolve. Screw that, it's taking long enough. Okay, you can see a little bit of the pearlescence in like the bottom there. It's not as much as it should be, but let's do a taste test. Yeah, that tastes like licorice. It's equivalent of your friend saying, "Hey, watch this. It's cool." That's just so much sugar. That's got like half a cube. It is sweet though. I did add enough sugar that it is like noticeably sweet. Should I just down the entire shot? I just took a sip to test it. Do we do bottoms up with this absinthe? Do it? Fist, you're the first one to tell me to make bad decisions. You're the one that had me eat the chili pepper earlier too. Alright, let's go. That's so strong. That tastes so strongly licorice. I kind of like it, and it's also, I don't know if it's my favorite flavor in a drink, I'll be real. After party in Karage stream. I don't get drunk that easy. It'll take a couple drinks before I'm gonna be noticing that I drank. He's gonna dox himself this stream, I'm betting on it. The only way I can dox myself is either if I forget to put my mask back on after tasting something and then I get out a big metal bowl, or if I somehow like drop a piece of mail or something with my name on it. I did realize all my recipe books, I bookmark them with old mail, so I can't open them on stream. Wow, that... Yeah, I don't normally do shots, as you can probably tell. We're about to tell you I'm trying to rep that Marco model for you. Oh, hell yeah! Fisty, you will be coming in so much clutch if you do that. I will be so thankful. Even when he's sober, he says his husband is dead and all he wants is coffee. That's a Karagi quote, don't even at me. That's Karagi quoting Lexi. There's like 4 quotes in the chain here. Because I think it was Lexi reading his chat, and then it was Karagi quoting Lexi, and then it was me quoting Karagi quoting Lexi, and now it's you quoting me. It's a whole cycle. When will the cycle of violence end? When will the cycle of cock end? Hang on, let's raise this back to where we were before so that I can film shelling these peppers. We still haven't gotten done yet. It takes so much longer to cook when you're doing this shenanigans. Oh, those are some harsh shadows. I fucking love that clip. It's a banger clip. It's taking longer than I want because it's not spitting out a PMX file like I need. Dude, the YouTube tutorial for that is like actual pain. That's why I said I'm going to be so thankful that I don't have to go through it just for this one gimmick. I'll learn how to do it later because I want a bunch of other people's models too. But, oh man, it's a pain. I should just like, I don't know, zip it up. After I get it ripped. If I learn how to do it to do a different video, and I rip a bunch of them, I should just upload the Blender files, because I'm sure there's stuff that's going to have to be fixed to make them all work properly. And I don't know, I like to do shit posts on more than just Moriko the Bat video games. The Tat video games. Yeah, shit. I do put the files in a different place in the video and then fuck around and find out. Yeah, it's it's not nice. It's not a nice method. That's for sure. Why did I drink that absinthe shot? I can still taste absinthe. It's still in my mouth. And now I broke it. Oh no! I'm sorry for your pain, Fist, but I will greatly appreciate your triumph if you get it working. I will appreciate it so much. Alright. We about got the amount we need here. Because this recipe only calls for 1/3 of a cup. This doesn't make a whole lot of chili oil. Or chili crisp, rather, not oil. The crisp comes from us adding a bunch of scallions and garlic that you get fried nice and crispy, and then it crunches. Because I told you to. Yeah, if you just send me the Blender file, I can fix it. if you just do all the workflow problems, like that's a lot of work that I don't have to do. I'll really appreciate it regardless. I'll probably have to fix it to do the animation I want anyway. I mean, hell, I guess I could strip the armature and just let Mixamo handle it, but that's kind of cheating. Just a little bit. Just a little bit cheating. When I made chili oil last, I had to do this for like 2 cups. 2 cups once they're crushed like this. Took forever. I'll try to get as many seeds out of here as I can before I actually simmer it. The seeds are kind of bitter. They're hot, but they're also like, I don't like the bitterness that they impart on the oil. It's insane how much you need to get. Yeah, it's like, it's the most obnoxious tool chain I've ever seen. It's really bad, unfortunately. So, I do really appreciate the help, because I didn't want to, there's like some stuff don't you have to like pull some script off GitHub and whatever to do it? Like, it doesn't all just work with off-the-shelf programs. You have to like, I don't know, you have to hack around a bit to get it all working. Almost done with these peppers. I guess I can pull out. Let me pull out a 1/4 cup and actually see how many I have. It's fucking garbage. Your sacrifice is highly appreciated. Oh yeah, we got enough. Even with the seeds sifted out, that's enough. Let me put the rest of these back in the massive pepper bag. Yo, Pepper Bag, isn't that Pepperbag _ channel? He's that guy that streams his demon hours. I'm pretty sure I've heard of him. Hang on. Now, if you do this right, when you shake it like that, the seeds will settle out and you can just scoop them up. It's real nice. It's so hard to see. The shadows are so harsh. Here, look at it in the sunlight. Look at the fruits of our labor. Oh wait, that's a stem. I don't want that in there. Never heard of them? If you sleep at normal hours, it's hard to miss it. Okay, you know what? On second thought, I can definitely feel that I took the absinthe shot. You guys have convinced me to make some questionable decisions. I'll be real, fam. I'll be real for a second. I don't know if that was a good idea. Yeah, it's just one, it'll be fine. I'll have to clean that up though, before I really get into the udon making. I forgot about all the pepper portions out of this. Oh, shoot! It wasn't even on. Oh, the camera. It wasn't lined up right. Dang it! I wasn't paying attention. That's some nice sun. This sun is so bright. It blasts out the shot and makes it hard to see anything that isn't in the sun. Here's our peppers. Oh, our broth isn't simmering, it's just kind of sitting there. Hang on, let me stir the broth. My arm is getting right in the way of the camera. I'm sure it's a great shot. Well, it looks like chicken broth, so that's a good sign. I'll taste it in a bit. Or no, I'll need to salt it before I taste it. I can probably add a little bit of salt right now. It won't cook down. You just don't want to salt it to perfection. You want to add just enough salt that you can tell that the flavor profile is coming together right. And then at the end, you add enough to actually get it to like the salt content you want. I won't add too much salt to the end one though, because it's going to get mixed with tare sauce, which is like a Myron soy sauce. It's all sorts of stuff. I was gonna make that live as well, but you know what? One item was on the list to get at the Asian mart that I went to last night, and I forgot to get it, even though it was still on the list. It was that. It was the Myron. So I don't know if I don't think I have any to make this with. I might be up the creek. I might have to just use what I've made like several weeks ago, which is fine. That's normally what I use when I make udon. But I wanted to make it for I wanted to do it for the bit. I wanted to do it for the content, baby. You gotta get that content, baby. Alright, that's enough peppers. What else do we need for this recipe? I'm gonna throw the seeds out. And I'll put this pepper bag away. Commit to the bit. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to do. I can't make it if I don't have Myron, though. It's such an important ingredient. Like, it's really important to the entire thing. Alright. Put these chilies back where they came from. Chilies back where they came from. Take this water with a bar spoon now. Let's put away the absinthe, too. I'm not going to be drinking more absinthe, that's for sure. Let's wash the jigger, too. Let's see. Camera, do not fall asleep. Ooh, that could have been bad. Alright, boys. Well, I have an extra battery I can swap for the light, but it doesn't seem to do anything in this intense sunlight, so I'll just leave it. And we'll get on with the chili making. That's a quarter cup. I think we're gonna have to hit it with a blender to like really blend it up. Unless I just I guess I can crush it with my hand. Yeah, I can do that. Or maybe, actually no, these aren't dry enough. Let me get out the blender. This is gonna be real loud when I run this thing. Be ye warned. Let me get I have like a special one just for when I blend spices so that I don't blend like a smoothie and it tastes like peppers. When you cook peppers in something, it like sticks around. It leaves a ghost of peppers past. There we go. Magic bullet. Yeah, I'm using a NutriBullet or a Magic Bullet. The Magic Bullet's pretty good for this purpose. Like now we got powder. Good lord. Do not, yo, pro tip, don't snip the Magic Bullet after you grind up some spicy peppers in there. Dumbass, shut the fuck up. Alright. There's a slight mishap. I'm about to like, I'm gonna sneeze in this mask and I'm afraid I'm gonna like, I can't see when I pull it up. Should I mute? I'm making some gross noises. ASMR. Ah! Holy crap. That is powerful. Why is that so powerful? That was worse than eating the pepper. Chili powder, don't breathe this. Is this a how to blend reference? Is this a hip blend tech how to blend reference? Maybe you should drink the absinthe to clear your throat. I put the absinthe away. I'm not drinking any more absinthe. I only drink responsibly, except for like the 4 times in my life I didn't. Oh my god. That like did me in so hard. Why was that so bad? I also wiped my nose with my chili hands, which I think made it worse. I think this was a cascading waterfall effect of dumbass. I'll be real, fam. Wash my hands so I don't do that again. Bye. I think this is enough for the measuring cup. That isn't even close to a third cup. What the hell? Wait, I need to do more. Oh, come on, man. I just put the peppers away. This camera's starting to get a little hot. If I do a BRB, I'm gonna turn it off and cool it down. And when should I drink this absinthe? Here we are, so. Oh wait. I have to do it again! That means I have to blend more peppers too. Damn it. That's not even good. That thing was like a heaping, overflowing third cup of pepper parts, and it barely even, it's like barely half of that scoop worth of the powder. Alright. Let's get out more. Do some more peppers. This is the longest process of this. The rest of this is literally just simmer it in oil and you're done. So, you know. Once this is done, we got it easy for this recipe. And I don't think we're gonna make the tare sauce either. So, should be good. Trying to breeze through these. It's been an hour and a half. We haven't even got the chili peppers done. Go. Good luck with the rest of cooking. Thank you, Nabanon. I appreciate it. I'll see you around. I'll post pictures of the finished product on Twitter. I know no one's gonna sit here through the whole stream probably. So. It's like you weren't accounting for the air between all the dried chilies. I thought I was accounting enough for the air, because I know there's a lot of air. I just underestimated just how much air there was. I should have known better. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention because I'm yamming it up with people instead of putting full focus on cooking. There we go. Center this. Chili dust, don't breathe this. We got the chemical warfare to worry about in here. It is funny, these are already dried, but like it tastes noticeably not like more flavorful if you chop them up like this. Even though they're already dried than if you buy them pre-ground. I don't know why. Also, you can control the grain size more. Like, you want them kind of big for a chili crisp. Because it's a crisp, you want it to be a little crunchy. Imagine the smell. I can't get the theme out of my head. Who inhales the chili powder so we don't have to? Yeah, that is. You're welcome for the entertainment. I would never do this otherwise. I totally, intentionally inhaled chili powder for the bit. It totally wasn't me being a dumbass and forgetting that you don't do that. The things I go through for entertainment. I did drink the absinthe for a bit. I don't normally drink, like, when I'm not with other people. Unless I'm trying, like, a new cocktail or something. Absinthe ain't the worst thing to drink, though. Even if I pussy out, unlike Nikkei Nada, I ain't drinking it in a straight shot. After this tedious part, we'll get to the more exciting part. I always feel bad when I'm like having to do the tedious part of something. This is less than cooking stream, more in like the editing streams. I'm always like, people are not gonna want to sit and watch me do this, where I'm like doing some tedious cutting out or like some repeated task over and over again. I don't know. It makes me kind of paranoid that it's not that exciting, but also there's not really a way to get rid of it. Like you just kind of have to get through that part to get to the good part. Short of like prepping everything. I guess I could have done this in advance because I knew I was gonna have to do it. But I don't have that much foresight. I mean, it's entertaining enough. When I'm snorting chili powder, it becomes entertaining. It's adding some spice, literal spice to the monotony here. So many seeds. I'm gonna have to pick all the seeds out as well. As I'm rocking back and forth, squeaking the floor because these floors are ancient. It's good to vibe to, for real, for real. Oh, alright. Well, if it works for just the chill background. I mean, I assume most of my stuff is watched in the background because that's how I watch, like, literally every stream. But if it works, then it works. As long as I don't want to become one of those channels that just does the food audio and they don't talk and they do nothing. A bean chug intermission could spice it up a bit. I have beans. I could chug the beans. Don't tempt me. This is why I need to just go ahead and activate affiliate already so I can get channel redeems for this BS. Right now I'm doing it for free. Now, where are the paper towels? I'll put them somewhere. For free? He does it for free. My nose is running so much from all these peppers. It's terrible. It's rough out here, bros. I'm dying. The things we go through for the chili. There is such a thing as a free lunch. Maybe I should just go ahead and activate the affiliate so that I can add the redeems. So that people can start accumulating channel points. I wanted to wait until I had emotes before I activated it. Cause to get them, cause even though you have to wait for them to get approved, like, they don't take that long. So that was what I was waiting on. I've already got the qualification for it. I guess I have to I probably have to send Twitch tax info or something, right? I know they have some kind of paperwork you have to fill out. I imagine it's so that they can give the government more of my money. sensitive enough to hear the bubbling of the chicken broth in the background. Let me turn the chicken over. There's not quite enough broth in there to keep it. This is gonna be a real, like, rich broth. Like, it's a real deep color already. And it hasn't gone that long. Aye. Ah! The peppers. They're getting to me. I'm losing my mind over this stupid exporter. Bro, I'm sorry. So when are you moving to Texas? Wait, why would I move to Texas? For more spices? Is that the gimmick? I don't want to live in Texas. It's too hot. I'm not yeehaw enough to live there. And its climate doesn't suit me. I want to live where it's cold. It's already too hot here when it's in the 80s. Throw away the chili tips. You can't even see it from the sun. There we go. The sun blasting out the shot. Alright, part 2. We're gonna blend more chilies. Fingers crossed I don't die. There we go. Let's seal up this guy. Come to Minnesota? I'm not too far from Minnesota. Wait, actually, I publicly say what state I live in. I live in the hellhole known as Ohio. Come to Ohio. And saying come to Ohio has the same, like, it's the US domestic equivalent of saying come to Brazil, and that no one wants to do it. No? You live in Minnesota. I know we're in Minnesota too, because you doxed your location that one time. Please come to Brazil, Shroomer. No Brazil. Look, we got enough crime here. I don't need to move to a place that has even more. I've seen enough live leak videos to know that everyone in Brazil is an off-duty cop. Some fucker kept bringing it up on stream. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. You just get used to it, man. You make friends with the robbers and they won't mug you. I think you have to pay them up. I think that's called bribery. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna blend these spices again and probably erase. Yeah, we'll just barely blend. We don't need fine powder. We just need, like, oh man, open this so far away from my face. Open this so far away. Yeah, it's extortion. Alright, this is actually more than I needed. It's fine, we'll use all of it. Extra spice is extra nice. The sugar is important. Chili crisp should be like a little bit sweet. It's important to the composition. I've left the knife out on the counter this entire time. I'm gonna wash my hands real fast so that I don't accidentally mace myself if I wipe my eyes. I call it investment. It's an investment in safety. Man, those things are still getting me. Legitimately eating the pepper was worse than sniffing the NutriBullet after it ground up somewhere. Boy. Sniff it again? Very funny, Popato. Oh! Oh, did I tell you? I got a new audio interface, which is why it hasn't been like cutting out randomly on me. It means it has a cool feature though. Watch this.
I can do this.
Sniff it again. You won't. Thank God.
If I take one more sniff of these fucking peppers, I'm gonna die.
Oi. Yes, that's even. Dude, why do so many people buy a Go XLR when they can get this thing? This thing has so many weirdo features on it. It has like it's all these random effects. Hang on, that's like the pitch shift. You can also hang on. Let me put on my headphones so I can actually tell what I sound like and make sure I'm not just being crazy.
You can go demon mode.
Or you can turn it up,
and then you sound like Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls.
Anyway. Beast mode. He's going goblin mode, run. Yeah, what else do we need for this? Demon to Fisty, no. Whenever someone is like, oh, this person's using a voice changer, just know this is what the voice changers sound like. At least the hardware-based ones. There's some better software ones. Okay, hang on. I need to pull out some scallions, and we need like a ton of garlic. Do you guys know the garlic trick? Do you guys know how to shell a bunch of garlic really fast? If not, I'm about to show you a cool trick. Garlic these nuts. That doesn't even make sense. Come on, you gotta at least hit me with... You gotta at least hit me with some good these nuts. Hang on, I'm gonna put a whole head in this thing. I'll pull out the garlic top. Right here. Alright, I should shell this over the... Pomato, not you too? Is it the weird container trick? Yeah, it is. Oh, it's garlic these nuts. You know what? I take it back. That one's pretty good. My brain was too small to smash with a knife and twist. Oh no, this is the bulk version. So, take a pot. This is the pot that I keep on hand specifically for this purpose. You throw you get your garlic cloves, like unpeeled, straight off the clove, and put them in the pot. And it has to be a pot, like this pot has a glass lid, and it's metal. It needs to be something like that, where it's like really hard. And don't make a really hard joke, you freaking monkeys. So then you just take it and you shake it. And then, it's peeled. just shakes the skin right off, and you can go and throw out all the skins. I just like yeeted that garlic by mistake. Let's see, is there any that it missed? There's this one little one. Oh, he's like mostly off. There we go. And then boom, you got a bunch of peeled garlic. You didn't have to do any work for it. You've never seen this before? This is what they do in restaurants. It's a legitimate life hack. You can do this with babies too. I do not endorse this statement. My lawyer has advised me to not endorse this statement, but yes. Magic. Just crush it with a knife. That's what I used to do. I used to do like like you lay it down flat and then you smash with a knife. With the knife blade flat. I mean, that works pretty well, but this is better when you need to do like an entire head. If you keep the dedicated garlic pot like I do, then it's fine because like you don't have to wash it every time. You just wash it when it starts getting like sticky from the garlic. If you have to use a new pot every time, then it's a pain because you have to wash an extra dish. So there's your trade-off. It's pretty nice though. I'm adding way more garlic than this recipe calls for. I like my chili crisp to be a little more garlicky. We need, let's see, I got the red pepper, half a tablespoon of kosher salt, half a tablespoon of sugar, quarter cup dried minced onion. I'm not gonna dry the onion, I'm gonna just fry normal onion. I think that's the play. I don't trust these recipes too much. I'll be real fan. I don't trust them. I had to like check the mixer real fast to make sure I wasn't still in demon mode. Dude, you have to use so much garlic to use too much garlic. I made a garlic soup one time that took like 8 heads. I was making it for like a dozen people, but still, bro, 8 heads of garlic? That's a lot of garlic. If I didn't know the trick of shaking it in the pot, it would have taken so long to prep all of that. Oh, okay, the sun's going down now, so we got much nicer lighting. Oh, this is what I was doing. I was gonna use this pan. I totally prepped and cleaned the entire kitchen before this. And definitely don't have to wash the pan because I made breakfast in it. This isn't fully dry yet. Not completely. I just want you to mince the garlic up. And you do want to mince it. You don't want to use a garlic press because mincing it gives a lot coarser pieces and you want it to crisp. We're also gonna mince up all these scallions. We'll mince up scallions for this, and then we'll do it again for the, for like the actual topping. I guess we'll just need one for one serving. We can turn this light down a bit to save battery. I think this lighting is pretty good. Now you can judge my chopping skills a little better, and you can make fun of how I hold stuff when I chop them. What's that song about masks that was done by like a Minecraft man? That's me right now. Dude, I can really relate to Mr. Minecraft. Shoot, what is his name? Why is it not coming to me? It's super popular. There we go. Dream? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the cheater. And he sang some song about... I just know he sang the mask song. That's all I know about him. And that he cheated and that they wrote a math, like, probably one of the most interesting paper on province stat in existence. And his fans didn't care because they were 9-year-olds who didn't know how to do math. Funniest thing I've ever seen. It was like one of those comprehensive like throwdowns, and just none of his fans could understand what it was. Anyway, that's the extent I know about him. That he cheated, he had an interesting math thing written about him, and then he had a terrible song cover with animation that looked really bad. Alright, I like to cut the buttholes off the garlic. I don't know if you guys like them with or without. But, even in something where it's supposed to be crunchy, I don't like these. I leave them on in the garlic press, but they come off if I'm hand processing. I'm a butt fan, yeah. Do you actually eat the wood part of the garlic? That's kind of foul. I don't want to judge or anything, but that's kind of awful. Oh, yeah. I'll do slices, and then we'll go through and do a coarse mince. And then, actually, before I do the coarse mince, I'll probably start getting the water hot, or the oil hot. We're gonna need a half cup of oil. Woo! I'll just use a neutral oil. I think it calls for like canola oil because it's a newbie recipe. I'll use the rice bran oil. I kind of like its flavor. No, I meant ass. Also, kill that bug flying around. Which one? There's so many flies in this house and I can't get rid of them all. Yeah, I don't want the buttholes. Crush, cut the butt, peel the skin off. That's the play. That's honestly like, that's how you do it. Miss me with the garlic ass. Also, this is a random side tangent, but the fact that his PNG is like this adorable little tiger, and then in his chats, he's like, I love ass. I feel like the PNG doesn't match up with his personality super well. But man, the difference between them is kind of funny, so it works in like an indirect way. This chicken broth is super rich right now. Holy crap, it's really it's dummy thick. We want a pretty coarse mince. We don't want it to be like... If we wanted it real fine, we want to put it in a garlic press. It saved a whole lot of time, and then we wouldn't have to wash the knife from all the sticky garlic. We just want a coarse mince. You want to get like big chunks of garlic in the chili press. I'll be real, fam. I've made chili oil many, many times. I've never made the crisp. I've always bought the Lao Gun Ma for the social credit score. I just needed those social credit points, bro. Alright, there we go. Where's the spatula? I thought I was planning ahead and I loaded up the dishwasher last night so that all my dishes would be clean and I wouldn't have to hand wash anything. And then guess what dumbass forgot to run the dishwasher so that 10 minutes before the stream when I start getting my prep materials out, I realized, oh wait a second, everything's dirty and I have to wash all of it. I really want to do some vocal train to see and do a cover of Dennis Leary's asshole using a 3D model. You know what? Shine on, boy. You can do it. that'd be a good bit. It'll take me like 10 minutes to cut. Yeah, this knife is really nice. If you invest in one thing for your kitchen, like these shiny pots, they're real nice. They cost like $15. They're not actually that expensive. Most things for the kitchen, you can go a little bit cheap on, but the knife is like the one thing you need to spend money. This is a Khan, K-A-N, Damascus knife. I think I said it was $200 earlier. It's not 200. It's like 130. I want to say. It's expensive, but it's not expensive for an expensive knife, you know? Like how, like, you know, like if you buy like a brand new car and it's $15,000, like $15,000 is a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money for a new car. Similarly here. This is on the lower end of nicer knives, and it's still a very nice knife, especially if you sharpen it and keep it up. Still using the brother. Please get a good, at least get like a Victorinox or something. They look ugly, but they are actually good knives. And you pay less because they don't look nice. So, you know, it's a good deal all around. Hang on, I think I can put this back in the block. I can barely cut a pizza? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I bought it on, I think I just bought it through Amazon. You can buy them on their website too. They got endorsed by someone. I can't remember who. Someone I have a cookbook of. I think it was probably Kenji. It was probably Kenji Lopez-Alt that endorsed them. They're kind of like a Shun, but they're about half the price of a Shun. Shun is also, it gets snubbed. It's like the Bose of knives. Like where it's overpriced for what it is, but it's not bad. But, I don't know, the Kun, which, or no, it's not the Kun, it's the Khan. The Khan knives, they're pretty nice. I like them better. I have a Shun that someone gave me, and it's also a nice knife. It's better than this. There's the bread knife from the exact same set, gave me a scar. Bread knives are dangerous, bro. The serrated, it'll get you. Okay, hang on, what else do we need? The sugar and the salt are important to remember. Oh, we want some Szechuan peppercorns too, don't we? For the extra spice. You know, on your finger, guess I was trying to open? What do you mean trying to open? Why were you trying to open something with a knife? I think we need to talk about that first. I feel like that, the order of operations here starts there. Bread? I hope it was bread. It better have been bread. Alright, we're gonna do a heaping teaspoon of these guys. Let's pick out the seeds and stems. Roll some peppercorns, pick out the seeds and stems. That's how the song goes, I think. Let's get they don't actually do too much, especially when you grind them up, but it's just better to not have them in there. of tedious stuff in making this oil. I'm actually glad I'm not making the tare sauce fresh again. You're trying to cut the corner of Jizz's jigsaw box. Oh no. That sounds pretty gnarly. I've got a, I also have bad knife injury. Can I even see? On my finger, I have this big scar that like wraps around because I almost cut my finger off when I was a little kid trying to whittle a spear with a pocket knife. And I was using the point in the pocket knife and I pushed hard and it like, it closed the knife on my hand, which was not good. Ah, there's a fly. Get out of here. I bet the audio sounds like ass, actually. I can't tell what it sounds like from here. I just realized when I yelled, I was like, did that peak? And I was like, oh no, because it probably sounds like I'm in like an auditorium or something. It's real echoey if I remember correctly. I burned both palms on a grill when I was little. Yeah. Dude, the more I think about, anytime you think back on childhood, you're like, man, that could have really hurt me. Luckily, kids bounce back from stuff way easier than when you're an adult. It gets so much harder. I think I've got out enough seeds. Seeds and stems. What is in this? I can't tell. There's something in the mortar and pestle already. I always leave herbs in there when I don't use all of them. Let's get it, also turn this broth down to a lower simmer. Let's mortar and pestle these into more of a... Because you don't really want to bite into a whole peppercorn. That's pretty intense. These things are... Ew! Ew! I sneezed in the thing! Ah! That's nasty, bro. Yeah, pepper is spicy. Don't give me the obvious. Don't act like it's so obvious. The peppercorns specifically are hotter than the peppers are. Bless you. Thank you, Tate. The sneeze residue costs extra. Yeah, I'm selling my used balaclavas, like women who sell their underwear. Am I the same as Woozle? Wait, what did Woozle do this time? I have to say, I really like Woozle streams. He brings the exact amount of curse that I'm after. And I hope that I can bring the same chaotic energy. if I'm able to do that. Woozle thinks regular pepper is spicy. Oh, never mind, it's him being a bitch. No, regular pepper isn't that spicy. These aren't regular pepper. This is Szechuan peppercorns. So if you see, they don't taste anything like a normal peppercorn. They're actually not in the same family if we're talking like, if we're going into the nerd shit and talking like taxonomically. They're a whole different species. They're used a lot in Chinese cooking because they grow in like Asian countries. I think it's like southern Asia. We made fun of them for it. Szechuan. I don't think. Am I pronouncing it wrong? Szechuan? Something like that. I got into, speaking of upping my social credit, I really got into trying to make Chinese food when I was locked in for COVID back in 2020. There's like there's 8 key like cuisines of China, and I tried to make a full meal from every single one of them. Szechuan is like one of the easiest one. I've never heard anyone pronounce it like you. Listen. It's probably Szechuan or Szechuan. I don't know. I'm probably saying it wrong. They're delicious? Yeah, I love it. Originally when I first started using them, because when you put them in dishes, you're not supposed to eat them whole. You're just supposed to use them to like flavor the dish and then you eat around them. But the more dishes like that you eat, the more you start growing a taste for the peppercorns. And eventually you're like, ooh, yeah, give me a little crunch of the peppercorn. And before you know it, you're eating them with the dish. You've grown so used to it. It's a dangerous path to go down. This chicken broth is really thick. I might actually have to add water to it. It's gonna be really tasty in this, cause it's a 1-to-3 ratio of tare sauce to the broth, with 3 parts being the broth. So it's extra rich. All right, that should be ground up enough. Let's get the oil in the pan, and we'll start adding ingredients. This has taken like 5 times as long to make as it would normally take. Just because, I don't know, having fun, taking some creative asides. Please don't shatter, I know it's... Our hands. This picture of chopped garlic is enthralling, I'm sure. We'll move on shortly. Oh, I can't forget, I have to add the sugar and salt. Those are very important. Very important to the dish. I'll move the light over too. Damn, okay. Just a fair warning, there is a mighty thunderstorm picking up outside. I can see the wind. If the power if my stream cuts off, the power went out. It happened in one of my streams, and I've only streamed like, I think this is the 7th one. I haven't streamed that many times. And one of them got cut off by a thunderstorm, so I know it's possible. I can see the effects of wind, Fist. Come on. I got trees in the backyard. There we go. There we go. Secure that in place. And we're good. I do have to reach over it to get to my cabinet with all the oil and stuff in it. And maybe the light would be better suited to being like here, so that it's lit from the direction of the camera. It kind of makes it look like it's the Flash or something, like the camera Flash, not like the hit fictional character played by a pedophile, the Flash. It isn't rolling, I'm excited. I'm zoning out with the stream in the foreground. Can we see the color of the broth? Yeah. The broth is looking rich. Like, look how brown that is. It's hard to tilt it because the broth moves when you tilt. Also, it's not focusing. Hang on. Get one good hold so I can tap the focus. Like, see? See how rich that is? That's gonna be tasty. You buy that broth at the store, it's almost clear. Let's go. We get, let's see, half a cup of the oil. This oil, I hope, takes on a nice rich red flavor, or red color, rather. I'd be fine if it took on a red flavor, too, but focus, you fool. I not pay this money for you to not focus. Come on, autofocus. Get it together. Let's get this nice and spicy. Literally spicy once we have the chilies. Let's see what we got. What else we gotta add? Combine the oil, onion, half teaspoon sugar, half teaspoon salt. Okay, they don't have me add the garlic. Oh, they don't have me add garlic at all in this recipe because they're crazy. They also want me to add sesame seeds. It's out of focus. You're right, it is. Freaking, you freaking fricks! What did you learn? I think it's in focus now. I think we Gucci. I just dropped an onion in the stove. Ignore that. Pay no mind to the onions. When will you learn that your actions have consequences? That kid is a legend. It's like one of my favorite clips ever. Where's the salt? Oh, it's over here from where I was making the dough. I'm gonna need to add the garlic with this. The garlic isn't in there. I think, like, it is spiritually with the onion. Oh, whoops. It says medium heat, but honestly, I think for this to be crispy, this needs to go maybe a little lower and slower. I don't know. We'll see if it can crisp that fast. It needs to be like dry. When his voice pitches, yeah, that's the best. Oh, I love that. I love that video so much. What's the modern day equivalent? 'Cause that's like a decade or more old video. Probably older than that at this point. What is the modern equivalent? I know there's some kid on TikTok that's done like almost the exact same thing at this point. Nothing? There's no modern equivalent. Oh, I'll need a bowl or something to pour these in. Oh, I'll just pour them in the onion bowl. Return to the onion cage with you. Looking good, getting crispy. Got that sizzle. I wish I could move the mic closer for that that ASMR grade sizzle. If I can figure out how to get the camera mic on there, then we can be a real recipe blogger. Imagine the smell. It smells delicious. the whole room smells like onion and garlic right now, but in like the good way. We got peppers here. The peppers will go in with, just make the sounds with your mouth. That's all you get. Oh, sesame seeds. We should add sesame seeds to this. And the rest of the salt. And the rest of the sugar. I didn't add all of that. The hell is that emote? I don't know who Debug is. They have good emotes. Popoto always uses Debug Smug. It's like one of my favorite Smuggies. Even though I have no idea who the streamer themselves is. A little more sugar. Decent bit more salt. Give us a toss. It's starting to brown around the edges. We need it to brown like continuously, not just the edge. Oh, let's get the sesame seeds out. Some white sesame seed. I don't normally add sesame seeds in chili crisp, but it recommends it, so I'll give it a shot. I don't think it'd be bad. You don't know about the Bloodborne 60 FPS Patchman Lance McDonald? I don't know what any of those words mean. The Bloodborne 60 FPS Patchman Lance McDonald. My man's speaking a different language. He's speaking in tongues. Oh, you're getting brown. Too brown. That's not too brown. The garlic will have a little bitter edge, just because just getting garlic crispy does that to it. But it's worth the trade-off. It's good with the rest of the stuff. I kind of like it when it's like that anyway. Maybe that's a cope. Okay, we're getting close to crispy. Like, the garlic is crisping. The onion, not so much, but we can stop it before. Hang on a second. We gotta get this measuring scoop. We'll get some sesame seeds in there. That's looking good. Let's add everything else. Ooh, don't scoop it out of the pan. Oy vey. We'll turn this off here in a second and put it in the bowl. That looks delicious. Look at that orange oil. That's what you want. That's what you want to see. Smells really good too. Ooh. Ooh, baby, I'm getting hyped. I haven't even rolled the noodles yet. We'll do that here soon. Once we roll it, because like, you roll the noodles, you boil the noodles, and then you assemble the dish, and that's it, fam. That's the entire process. Alright, I think the garlic's gonna start burning if we go any longer, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the bowl. You're really edging that garlic. Edging it with burning. Oh, that smells so good though. It's gonna burn my sinuses probably because it's a little spicy. Oh, he was one of the first people you edited for, Popoto. Oh, wait. I do know who it is then. Because, okay. Because I've gone through your... he's the odd one. He's the one I didn't really know. Oh shoot, I need to plug this tablet in. It's gonna go dead. And I need it to rechat. Do you ever have thoughts in Bat's voice? Yeah, her snide comments really transcend to the point where you can just hear them. Alright, let's move back. I think next we're gonna be doing some noodle making, so give me 1 second to clean up this other countertop. It's looking amazing. Thank you, Ting. I appreciate it. Let's see what we got here. Don't need this bowl. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Do need this. What is this? White sauce? Oh. I put the lid over here. Oh wait, my tablet is still here. Oops. That's how I'm reading chat. The camera's getting hot. I don't know how long the camera is going to last, like as far as the heat management goes. Hopefully it doesn't have overheating problems. I know that it'll shut off if it thinks it's about to. This light is providing all the lighting for this doxed. Oh no! They saw my twitches! They're gonna figure out who I am! Someone freeze frame, zoom on screen, see what his open tabs are. Okay. We're gonna just need the mixer, which is over here behind everything else. And okay, I'm gonna have to actually add a little bit of broth to this chicken. Or a little bit of water to this broth, rather. I don't want it to boil dry. I do want it. I did. I don't think there's anything too spicy there. Oh, here's what the chili crisp is looking like, by the way. Ah, it's hot! What do you know? Metal bowl gets hot when you put hot oil from the pan in it. This is what we're looking at, though. It, like, absorbed a lot of that oil. I feel like I should put a little more oil in it. Because, like, it absorbed a lot of that oil. I'll put just a little bit to give it more fluidity. There we go, there we go. I bet this goes hard. I'm getting hyped now. This smells so good. I think it's gonna taste more garlicky than the Laogan. Laogan! Ah, my. So yummy looking. Thank you, Sylvia. Hopefully it tastes good too. Oh wait, I was supposed to be getting the mixer and I didn't. I'm pretty sure you roll these through the noodle rollers. If I recall from the last time I made this. You don't roll them through nearly as much as the spaghetti. You just get them to like base thickness. Yeah, in these instructions it says to hand roll them. I'm not gonna hand roll them. Because if you run it through the noodles, if you run it through the noodle rollers on the thickest setting, it's basically like the same thing. It's basically the same end result. It may not be quite as thick as like a really thick homemade udon, but it's gonna be pretty damn close. I'm just cleaning stuff up while I get the noodles out. Or rather, before I get the noodles out. Because I know that after I get the noodles, I need to have them put in the boiling water. And so I need to set up a pot to boil them in. Because if the water is boiling when we're done rolling them, then we can put them immediately in. They're going to be super fresh. Here, I'll wash out this pot I used earlier. That's a disgusting looking mixer. I think Fluke gave me shit for this last time. It has stains and stuff on it. It's just a mixer, bro. You don't eat the food off the mixer. It's a proper KitchenAid. A really old KitchenAid though. This is like a 20-year-old one. I got it not at a thrift store. Shoot, got it at a yard sale, like a marketplace. That's it. Facebook Marketplace. You can get them so cheap, they last forever. Like a KitchenAid mixer fits all the modern appliances in its funny appliance hole. Oh wait, I moved it out of frame again. Actually, I'm gonna have to move it up because when we're doing the noodles themselves, you won't be able to see. Fist, you're very critical of my home goods. What kind of McMansion do you live in? Lick it clean live on stream? Clean your fucking wall? I just cleaned this wall not that long ago. It's always getting spattered with stuff. The appliance hole, yeah. Censor this. I'm gonna go get the charger for this tablet here in a second, because if it dies, I won't be able to see what anyone is saying. That's probably not too good. Let me get out my rollers. Let me get out the rollers. Imagine getting suspended for fingering your mixer live on stream. Couldn't be me. Imagine unqualifying for affiliate because I pulled this stunt. There we go. Let's raise this guy. Let's raise the camera a little more. I remember last stream I looked at the recording because I wanted to see how well it went, like, technically. There was a lot of weird obfuscated shots when I was rolling the noodles. It's kind of hard to capture the entirety of. Also, I really made 5 cups of flour worth of noodles. That's way too many for me to eat. I'm not gonna eat all those in one sitting. I guess I'll lay them out and dry them, then I'll have some udon for the rest. It might be better for me to cook them all, honestly. I'm not sure. Oh, wait. I got distracted. I need to put the water out to boil. Let's get the water pot. I'll do up a big amount, just to make sure I have enough. Salt pretty heavily. I'm not moving the camera just so you can see me salting water. You can just imagine. Listen to the salt ASMR. I don't actually know if you can hear that or not. I put that right next to the mic and then I realized I forgot I have background music. Actually, wait. What is that background music playing? Cause like, oh, wait, it auto-paused. This full thing? Come on, YouTube. I know I should have set it up on VLC. I did that kind of last minute. I was like, oh, I should probably have background music. And then decided to set it up. Probably not the best way to do that. Please understand, new streamer, not accustomed to how things are done. Alright. This dough has exuded what little water I put in it. Exuded? You know what I mean. So let's dust it down. Split it up a little bit. this one's not. This one's like a tough dough. Oh, there's a bit of chili stuck to it. I guess that doesn't matter too much. We're about to cover chilies when we actually cook it, aren't we? Did you get your charger? Oh, no, I didn't. I got distracted and didn't get the charger. 1 second, let me get the charger. Alright, I'm back, boys. I got the charger. Fool, his hands are already floured. I can reflour my hands. Also, this charger is now also quite floured. Unfortunately. Why did I put outlets all over this kitchen? For all the corners I cut, they didn't cut me on that. Let's cut this up. So typically what I do for making noodles, it's hard to, it's off the camera. I guess I'll spin it around until we start rolling them. Or, what's the knob? It's not the right one either. What the heck? I'm getting flour all over this thing. There we go. Now you can see me actually prep them. Typically for these, I like to flatten them real hard. You can guarantee the counter is bending yet again. For the udon, it's not too dense of a dough, but fun fact, when you make ramen, the dough is so dense that if you don't flatten it to like almost the size of the first roller, you will break your roller. There's when I was doing research on it, more than one person was talking about breaking their roller doing authentic ramen at home. Like making the noodles. It's just super dense. So you gotta be careful with it. Those ramen noodles really give you a workout. These you can just press them with your palm into close enough to flat that it'll get through the first stage of the roller. And then you only run it through one stage of the roller for udon because you want them pretty thick. I don't know if our water will be boiling by then or not. I've got a lid on it, but it's I use a lot of water. I wanted to make sure they didn't stick together. Homemade noodles always have they always have a higher chance of sticking together when you put them in the pot. There's that pepper. Get him out of here. There we go. Or actually, we'll move the mixer back in and shift this flour around through here. We'll need to give it a pull through when we roll it. This is why you wear the apron. The ability to just wipe your hands on your apron, it's very nice. And sometimes I'll forget that I'm not wearing one, and then I'll just like, just ruin everything. Okay, let's get a more claustrophobic view. Here's the problem, is your arm goes right in the way unless you go left-handed. So I guess I'll try to be left-handed here. It's not speed 3, so these are kind of dense. We're only doing the first width, but I will do them multiple times through that width to make sure it's like a square. By the end, we should have it nice and shaped. Wow, that is tiny! Hang on, wait, I might need to combine some of these. I mean, I guess here you don't have to like cut them with your chopsticks. They'll just be like normal size. They're already eating size. You don't even own an apron? Well, you just wipe the flour on your shirt, you animal. This man is a viewer. Welcome, Cole. How's it going? Also,
talk shit about my viewership one more time.
Hang on. Listen, I'm a viewer as soon as I... Yeah, sure. Popoto. Oh, sorry, Sylvia. I thought you were here earlier when I was showing off my my new audio interface. Thank me for the follow view. Oh shoot! I don't get the notification noises because the rig is weird. Hang on, wait. You want me to do a little dance? I can say it like a YouTuber if you want. I can be like, dang! Oh, my voice cracked. Holy shit. I can be like, thank you for the follow, Colum the Golem. Be sure to like and subscribe. I can't do the YouTuber voice. My voice cracks like a 12-year-old. I thought, oh, nice. I mean, that was terrible. I'm trying. I don't know. Oh, what's up, everybody? My name is What was that? Yeah, Cole, you need to do a... Cole, I have a gimmick for you. You need to do a Minecraft stream where you talk like a YouTuber the whole time. And you keep making Cole jokes because it's on brand. You can pay me later for this killer idea. Oh, don't own me, that's a great idea. You're welcome for the free content. There we go. I would hate myself. You shouldn't pay me. Yeah, not to oil baron or anything, but I would drop a fat $1 dono if you did that stream. You know, not to bribe or anything. I know your eyes are watering just thinking of the wealth, but you know, just saying. If you were to do that gimmick, minimum 5 hours, you know, you'll be rewarded. fuck, $1? Yeah. Oh, whoa. You keep up the good attitude and I'll throw in an extra Washington. You know, sometimes I gotta really restrain myself. I could be a real oil baron. I could be throwing, you know, 50 cents here, you know, $1 here. But yeah, I gotta restrain myself. I don't wanna seem too easy, too manipulatable, you know? Alright. These guys are about all. Oh wait, I actually can see who follows. You know I said a second ago that I can't because I can't hear the notification noise? It shows up at the top. How much is a Washington? It's either 25 cents or 100 cents. Depends on which Washington we're talking about. Top 10 ways to make her yours. Number 1. Hey babe, I just donated 15 bits. Yeah, not to brag or anything, but I'm that guy doing the 1-bit donations when they don't set the limit for TTS. American money sounds wild. Y'all's money smells like fucking syrup. Don't even come at me for money, you fucking leaf. Freaking Looney Tunes ass money. Don't y'all have like... isn't there like the Queen on the Canadian money? Does the Canadians even have a Queen? Or is it just for tradition's sake? They still crave the sweet release of colonialization. I can't tell. Oh, whoops, that went in sideways. Whoopsie, whoopsie, not supposed to do that. Alright. That dumb bitch with all the money. Yeah, why though? Canada doesn't have a queen, right? I'm not being a dumb American. Like, it's the Queen of England, right? I haven't seen real cash since COVID started. Wild. Was that when you had to quit your stripper job, Popato? I know the times have been rough. You've had to move on to glory holes. They pay you with card there. Wow, what a country that values the many people who contributed to its founding. Yeah, what a bunch of assholes. All I'm saying is we both came from the same mother country. We don't put the Queen on our money. In fact, we fought a whole ass war so that we wouldn't have to put the Queen on our money. Alright. Here's some... They're not wide, but they're very thick. They're dummy thick, if you will. Let's see. The one current queen did everything? That's because she's been alive for like 200 years, bro. They have a funny bird on them. And I can put them in a sack of gold coins. I'll be real, I wish the US still had like coin dollars. I think they do, but no one respects them. If you take them to like a gas station or something, like, they don't know what they are. They think it's fake money. So it's basically like we don't even have them. These are heavy. This is so many servings. The dollar coin has JFK on it. No. The dollar coin is either, who's that? It's either Susan B. Anthony or that native chick or one of the 40-something presidents. They made like one for every president up to Obama, I think. It's so to be shredded like paper. It's satisfying to run it through too. I love using this thing. Woo. Imagine Susan B. Anthony got her face on money. The U.S. doesn't respect women. Women have been on money for a while now. They're just on the money that no one uses. They're on the coins that no one knows exist. Here, actually, I just realized you guys can't see this, so let me show you what we got now. Yeah, look at these nudes. Look at these beautiful nudes. This is our udon. Should give that nice chewy texture that you want. And I'm gonna flour these heavily because the ones that sit out overnight are gonna absorb flour. When they absorb flour, or they exude water, I guess it's technically what they do. They exude water as they dry. And they're gonna stick together if you don't really heavily flour them. Yeah, welcome in, Blessed Heretic. How's it going? Nice nudes? Appreciate it. I always have the best nudes. Taken from Wikipedia, the Susan B. Anthony dollar is a United States dollar coin minted 1979 to 1981 when production was suspended due to poor public acceptance. And then again in 1999. I wonder why the public was not accepting of the Susan B. Anthony dollar. Suspicious. Loving the custom new tag feature? Oh wait, can you put whatever you want as a tag now? That's kind of cool. Wait, I think I did see someone say something about that. You know what this means? You know, some people are gonna use tags that are like plurals of other tags, and it's not gonna match up, and then it's, they're gonna be like, why is no one finding the stream? And it's gonna be because of that. I guarantee you. I guarantee it. Alright, hang on. I'm moving the camera again. It's gonna sweep around me. Or wait. I put the spotlight right here. I'm gonna get our Prep materials ready, because the noodles are gonna cook in like minutes. Or like 1 or 2 minutes. I can't put based on my stream until Paper Bag comes by and verifies it. Oh my gosh, wait, you can put based in the tags? You can put cringe and based in the oh man. I gotta start using those. That's actually great. No longer do we have to co-op the Chad tags. We can make our own. Waiting for someone else to call you based? Sounds pretty cringe. Paper Bag is an authority on based. He is the based. Who's the original based god? Paper Bag is the new based god. Listen closely, you can hear the sound of the boiling water. Alright, hang on. We got our chili crisp here. We need to mince scallions, and we need to get the shrimp, and we need to get some of this. I got the shrimp. Get a scallion. Or a green onion, if you will. Just one should do. What else do we need for this topping? Got the chili crisp. Oh, the tare sauce. I was gonna make this on stream, and then I forgot to buy mirin, which is like a really important recipe. So we'll use, it's still homemade. I made it like a while ago. And it just keeps pretty much forever in the fridge. We're using these dried shrimps. I don't know if you guys have ever used these before, but they're just like little brine shrimp or something. We'll mince up a scallion. We're about done here. Go lurk for a bit? Oh, sure, Bless. I appreciate that you're able to drop by. Okay, do not turn on the fan. It's going to be loud if it turns on. There we go. Turn on the extra light. We need all the help we can get. Hang on, let me get a bowl. Oh, we have to, okay, wait. Before we do any of this, we should make the blend. I mean, I'm more surprised everyone's favorite meme maker isn't getting more views. I'm surprised I get the viewers that I have. I'm very thankful. I'm very, very thankful for everyone that comes to these streams, because I am just some filthy male. There are many cute girls you could be watching do things instead. I'm very appreciative that you would watch me do this instead. So I try to keep the streams entertaining with little gimmicks and stuff. Hashtag blessed. Don't hashtag me. I'm gonna tag my streams blessed, and then me and Heretic can be the only ones. But we won't be the only ones. There'd be someone else who's doing like motivational speeches on Twitch or something that also has the blessed tag. Shelby doesn't want onion. Or I don't need to put that in a bowl, do I? That'd just be getting extra. Don't get doxxed by your shiny ass bowls. I'm wearing a balaclava. You can only see my eyes. I look like a ninja right now. Alexa, play I Want to Be Ninja by that racist white woman. No, actually don't. Hang on. Oh, the broth. We gotta drain the broth off. Let's get that rich, tasty broth. We don't have much left, so let's see what we got here. that is so rich. You can see the gelatin in it too. That's exactly what you want out of a homemade broth. That's tasty. I'm gonna have udon so much this week now. I made so many noodles, and they're best fresh. They're not gonna be as good when they're dried and I have to re-cook them. Or like cook them from dry. There's a reason why I'm making sure all the stuff's ready. When it comes out of the water, or that's not true. I forgot, this is cold. We want this all to be cold. That should have chilled like a while ago. I didn't think about that. Oh well, I guess it'll be fine. What else needs? Oh, the tare sauce. Okay. We're gonna do 3 tablespoons of tare to 9 tablespoons of chicken broth. There's the broth, baby. Nah, dude, she isn't racist. There was an Asian woman there. Yeah, she looked deeply uncomfortable. That's like the funniest part. That's what makes that video. I almost moved my head down to look at this. That would have been unfortunate. Dude, I don't want to move my head in shot. I can't handle cold knowing what I look like. That'd be disastrous. I made a funny noise. 9 tablespoons. Oh, look at the fat on this too. I do like to leave the chicken skin on the broth so that you get a fat layer. It's so good. So good, bros. So good. That is delicious. That's gonna be delicious. Alright. Why did I not think to cool that broth? I should have done that a while ago. Alright, I don't know how many noodles will be a solid serving. I think it's fine to go a little big. I can always not eat all of what I make. Alright, there we go. The noodles are in. Oh, I need to get the noodle, Sorry, I'm not able to reach out as much. Now eat each part individually. Drink the broth and eat the dry noodles. Honestly, you think that's like some major punishment? The noodles are so fresh. They're like soft and tasty. You can totally eat them like this. The noodles make a really starchy water too when they're homemade. So there's stuff you can do with that too. You could use that to thicken your broth if you wanted to. But this broth is pretty rich already, so I don't think I need to. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I never salted the broth. This broth is not going to be tasty if you just drink the broth. It'll be good with the tare though, because the tare sauce has a lot of salt in it. It's like mostly soy sauce. Just waiting for the nudes to cook right here. Yeah, boy. And then we're gonna bathe them in ice water until they cool down completely. And then we put them in the bowl with the tare. And it will be very tasty, hopefully. I do think these are like getting to be done. Like, these are probably done. I'll pull one out and taste it, just to see. Yeah. Maybe just a minute longer. They're getting close. these noodles are creating the starchiest water alive. Alright. I'm gonna set up a strainer, and then I'm gonna grab them straight off and strain. I'm wondering if I should dip an ice cube in this broth to cool it down. It'd water it down a little bit because it would dilute it, but like it could probably use a little. Let's pull these in a second. Well, basically, we'll make the dish, we'll get photos, and then that'll be our stream. I think is how this is gonna go. All right. These noodles are done. Ooh. Don't get like. Try not to get burnt by steam. Let's see. No, we won't take them. We'll take the noodle fork. Oh, yo! Johnson, welcome in! Welcome in, thank you for the raid. I'm sorry, I was stepping away for a second to drain these noodles off. How's it going? How's it going? Welcome in, Get Cream Delish. Welcome in, Alvin Q Sheet Johnson himself. Johnson, the maker of knives. Wait, do you actually make knives? That's pretty rad. Are you a cooking streamer? Do you do cooking, like as your primary thing? Because that's pretty cool too. Here, hang on a second. I just took these noodles out of the pot. I gotta give them a quick rinse and I can't see the chat. Alright. He is a knife maker? He makes knives? No, he makes knives? That's awesome. Wait, like blacksmithing? Or do you start from like, oh, 1 second, the camera's going to sleep. like, do you blacksmith them? Or do you get like, blanks and sharpen them down and shape them and everything? I only know like one dude that makes knives and he did both and he was distinctive on the difference. I don't know if that's widespread or not. Because it's not really my like expertise, but I thought I'd ask. Those will need a little more rinsing. Stock removal stainless steel custom from blade to handle. That's awesome. Wait, how did you learn that? Do you do that as your career, or like, do you do that as your hobby? That's impressive. So you even do, if you even do the handles, then do you like do the shaping and everything for those too? Because that's like a whole different skill set. I always thought. Maybe I'm talking out my ass right now about something I don't know. I kind of am, but I think it's cool, so I figured I'd ask. Oh my eye. There's splashing water everywhere. You do everything you can. It's the most beautiful knives you've ever seen. It is functioning art. That's awesome. Boy, Well, what we've been doing this evening is making. Oh, whoops! There goes the camera again. What we've been doing this evening is making some cold udon from scratch. So I typically do like DIY streams and such. Either like I'll do like video editing and animation, or I do like cooking. I'm gonna start doing some build streams for like different hobby stuff. So that's the kind of content that I typically put out. You gotta run? Hey, that's alright. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. I'll be ending here soon too, considering that we've gotten to our noodle step. Alright. Speaking of, it is the time of the stream that we get the glamour shots. So get ready, boys. I think we can add a little more. That's a lot of noodles. That is a lot of noodles, actually. That isn't even all the ones I cooked, and that's definitely not all the ones that I made. Nice. I hate video editing. I mean, yeah, it's an interesting hobby. It's a cool hobby to have because everyone is like, OMG, that's so cool. Please help me edit. I don't like doing it. Like, no one likes doing it for the most part. It's like having someone who's a fan of dishwashing or something. You gotta take advantage of it when you can get it. Okay, here we go. Let's square up this. Crank the brightness up a bit. Oh wait, I forgot that doesn't work for live view. I'm actually dumb. Alright. This is a stepped process. Luckily, if I mess it up, we got enough noodles to still get the Instagram tier glamour shot. So first, we take this mix we made earlier, and we just pour that in as our broth. So that's sitting in a nice cold. That is like too many noodles. I don't think I'm gonna be able to eat that many. That's quite a bit. Oh no! Do you know what I forgot? I forgot the tempura. The tempura is like really important to this dish. Oh, can I make it? Can I do it right now? It doesn't take that long. Hang on. Glamour shot's over. We're putting this thing in the fridge. It'll taste better because it'll be more cold. And it's supposed to be like ice cold. Alright, never mind, boys. There's gonna be just a few more minutes. Just a few, as a treat. How did I completely forget about this until now? Aye. Intended. This is like, you don't understand how crucial the tempura is to this entire dish. It makes it taste so good. Okay, so, oh wait, I moved my camera prematurely. We gotta mix the batter first. Ah, now bowls. I got this bowl that I use to mix the flour in. That's fine. We'll use him. We'll get the cup scoop. It's okay, just fix this in post. Oh wait. Listen, I sometimes think that because I'm used to recording stuff, and then I'm like, oh shit, I have to do it live. Oh, I don't even have the tempura recipe printed out. Tempura. Oh my gosh. It's really simple. It's like a cup of flour, a cup of ice cold water, and salt. And that's it. It's real easy. And it's all in the preparation. You have to like beat it. Cup of flour, a large egg, and a cup of water. And I think you beat the egg and the water together. Yeah. Beat the egg, add in the cold water. Well, no egg. We'll have egg now. Hang on, let me get the egg. How did I forget this entirely? Damn. the plus side, I know it does nothing for the presentation, but I was gonna have to eat this with it not being completely cold because that broth was still warm. And now I don't, because it'll chill in the fridge. So this kind of worked out all right for me. Okay, let's mix it in a bigger bowl, maybe. No, this bowl should be fine for the tempura, for the egg part. They want you to mix it with chopsticks. I say screw that. I'm using a whisk because it's easier. It's like whisking things with a fork. Why whisk with a fork? It's easier to whisk with a whisk. It's what it's made for. Now let's get some ice cold water. We need like a cup with an ice cube in it. Oh man, we already threw out the ice water from the absinthe. This is the second time we've had to do this. Had to do this dance. Where even is the thing? Oh, it's over here. Oh, this place and stuff. I'll just stick it all over this kitchen. Hey, you know I said originally the cooking streams are always short because I would never spend like 3 hours making udon? Well, guess what? I just realized it's 9:15 and I've spent over 3 hours making udon. I've also hosed my recipe book with water while I was washing that last thing. Aye. Alright, hang on. Just get this guy. Okay, cool. There we go. It is very adamant that it has ice to get it as cold as possible. So pop out another ice cube for this. Hey, come on, camera. Oh, this thing is not big enough to break this ice. I'm gonna bend this spoon trying to do this. Maybe I beat it with the underside of the ice scoop. Did you make the noodles from scratch? Oh yeah, welcome in, Robert Brown. I did make the noodles from scratch. I just rolled them out a few minutes ago. Guess that works. Yeah, this will make it ice cold, alright. Should work. I'm getting water all over the counter because it's filling the thing up. This is a mess. I can actually show you. Here's some of the uncooked noodles from scratch that we made earlier. So I made like a ton of these things. I have enough for like eating like five servings of udon. Maybe I'll have some friends over for an impromptu udon feast. Not tonight. It's too late. But up. And then we have the flour. I'm not gonna sift it, but fun fact, if you're trying to skip sifting, you can kind of squeeze the bag and puff it up a bit. And it's not quite as good, but it makes it a lot fluffier, which often gives you the same effect. Okay. And you don't want to overmix. This is where the whisk, you have to be more careful. Ah, camera, come on. I can't tell if it's turning off because it's getting overheated. It's not saying. I haven't seen it display the overheating message yet. That is like a problem though with these kind of cameras. Their image sensors aren't really meant to be on for like 5 hours or whatever. Okay. I think that's the batter we want. I don't think we have to use all of this either. Last time I made this, it made so much. So much. And then we'll get a spoon. Oh, I should have got the oil rolling while I was doing this. Maybe Wi-Fi issues? Oh, no. It's the camera is turning off. Like, it's a digital camera that's connected with an HDMI cable. And it's just randomly turning off. Put ice on camera 2 to cool it down. I need to strap a heatsink to this thing, like a CPU cooler, but I just bolt it to the back of the camera. Surely that will work. Nothing bad could come of that. Alright. Hang on, I have some that I've used. I have some oil that I've already used for this exact purpose that I can reuse. Because it's not that foul. It's only been used once. So we'll use that. We'll use our... See, it has some tempura already in it from where I used it. It's only like 5 days old, okay? I did this earlier this week to make sure that I could make this entire recipe. Even though I've done it before, I was testing it for like streamability. Word? There's smartphone coolers on the market? That's... Oh, you're right, there are. I always forget that, like, phone gaming is a thing. That's what those are for, right? People who are, like, cell phone gamers. And they're overheating their smartphone. That's actually, it's wild that that's a thing. But I don't know. Cell phones are kind of seen as, like, the toy. But so were whole consoles like years and years ago. Okay, that canola oil is empty. I want a good bed of, I guess the tempura won't be cool. It's not. It probably is overheating. Hang on, I'm gonna let it be off for a little bit to let it cool down, and then I'm gonna cut back in when the oil's hot enough to do the tempura. Gotcha, serious business. Oh my gosh, wait, there's totally people playing Genshin Impact who have those. Those bastards. I ate one of those noodles. Those are pretty good. I think I mentioned it before. My little sister plays Genshin Impact and I give her so much shit for it. I'm like, you cannot. She doesn't pay for anything, but I'm like, bro, please. You can't feed the industry like this. I will unironically get one of those. I might unironically get one of those cell phone coolers, honestly. That would not be the worst idea. Because if I want to do DIY streams, those are going to be using the camera too, and they'll probably go on longer than 3 hours for sure. If it's like the standard stuff that I'm building, those can easily be like 6+ hour. Or a camera more resistant to heat. This is a really good camera. This isn't like a webcam. This is a proper mirrorless. This is it's a Fujifilm X-T4. If you're interested in the tech spec. But it's like, it's nice to have a real camera because you can get into the nice focus shots and you can get like the pretty shots with it. Alright, this is getting pretty hot. I'll turn the camera back on because the oil is about ready. I don't know, it looks kind of cool to do the tempura drop. Oh, that's not hot enough. It's doing a little sizzle, but that should be like exploding when you when you throw it in there. So we're not quite there yet. I can't believe I forgot about this. I thought we were almost done with this, and then it was like, psych, tempura. Completely missed that part. Filming doesn't seem to be the primary target. Yeah, well, if you're filming, you can't do a shot, at least in, like, the camera is even less heat resistant when you're filming. Because, like, it limits you to a 20-minute long video when you're shooting 4K 60 FPS. And if you shoot two of them back to back, you'll get it overheating. Like, you have to take the heat into consideration. It does shoot really high bitrate though, like it is really, really pretty. If I finally, or when, not if, I will do it. When I finally get around to editing the rest of the brisket collab footage, then I'll upload that and you'll see how nice it comes out. I need a bowl or something to put these in. I'll just put them in this metal. I'll put them in this metal bowl. I need to get some extra hookups for these lights too. Speaking of things. Yeah, see, I think it is overheating. It's okay. Come on, squeeze out just a little more. You ain't got long to go. This is how you make these like crispies. You like drop the tempura in from a high distance. I use the wok because otherwise it splashes oil and it's dangerous. But if you use a wok, it kind of contains the splash. You want to make sure it's hot enough, otherwise the drips all like conjoin to each other, and you just get one big like funnel cake that doesn't taste like a funnel cake. Alright, give them a little bit of a stir. This is like my favorite treat for the udon. Just tempura done exactly like this. You want them like big enough that you can pick it up with a chopstick if you want to, but small enough that it'll also stick to the noodles if you don't want to explicitly pick up the crunchy. So I'm going for like, these are gonna be hot, like that size. I couldn't hold it in frame for any longer because it's scalding my hand. Alright, I'll just do one more batch for good measure. I don't have to make all this tempura tonight. I'm not going to use it all. I'm only going to use less than what I just made in that last batch. So I'll just do one more, and I'll try to get more drops and less big pieces. Oh, I know the camera just turned off. I could see it out of the corner of my eye this time. Alright, I'm gonna let it rest for a bit, because it needs to hold through when we do the glamour shots in like a second. Come on, here. I'm gonna put the ice container up against it. It's so warm. Oh. You poor camera. Please don't die. Alright. Give it some tempura stir and it'll go in the... Being in a hot kitchen is probably not helping this either. I'm realizing. Like, oh, it's kind of hot in here. Okay. just turn this off. Let me wash my knife real fast, and then we'll finish the assembly. All right. Now we're actually done. now we're in the part where we can actually do the final assembly. I don't think I forgot anything else. I think we got everything that we need. Fingers crossed, because if we don't, I'm not gonna redo it. Alright, let's move the lights, and then I'll get the camera back on here in a second. I can move the tempura matter too. We don't need it anymore. Wipe up the counter a bit. Make sure everything's nice and presentable, and I'll get the bowl out of the fridge where I put it to cool down. Am I sure? I'm crossing my fingers. I hope I'm sure. There's not that many things that go into this. It's just that the tempura happens to be a really important one, and I completely forgot it like a fool. Alright. Let's get the camera back on. Now let's finish this assembly. We got our tempura pieces. And I like to do a bit of these. These are tasty. Frying things makes them very tasty. So do a decent bit on that side. On the other side, we'll do some green onions. We'll take some of these shrimp, these dried, not brine shrimp. Brine shrimp is like, I called it that earlier. But a brine shrimp is like sea monkeys, right? These are dried, just normal shrimp. We'll just add a few of them. They're very strong. They add a lot of funky seafood flavor. It's tasty though. Just put a few of those right there, just to add that little bit of funkiness. And then we'll have the chili crisp that we made earlier, our homemade chili crisp. Take a scoop of that right there. A nice big scoop. Oh, and then maybe a little chili oil. So this is also, I didn't make this on the stream, but it's homemade as well. This is my my chili oil. This isn't a good angle to show things off in front of the camera. This is the preparation angle. Where's a spoon? There we go. This will add more spice than the crisp. There we go. That should be it. Let's get some good glamour shots of this. Your heart food wishes. Thank you for the patchies. This doesn't look as colorful. It looks more colorful. This chili crisp is kind of pale in comparison to like the Lao Gun Ma because it hasn't sat very long. Like it really needs to sit longer to be like that rich color. But let's see. Let's get a good picture to put on Twitter after this is over, right? So that we can prove we did it. For the homies that weren't able to sit through the stream, because most people are not gonna sit there. They'll put the chopsticks on there. Let's move some of the accessories out of the way. We'll move out the crisp. Looking good, thank you, Guilty Sparks. And I'm gonna switch this to camera mode. Oh, it should come back. There we go. And let's take some pictures. And I can take, I'm able to use it like a camera while it's connected, so. I'm just free-handing it now. Picture there. Oh, I can unplug it, actually. We're not tethered, or we're not tethered by two things at once. I don't know how. Let's get some different angles. Sometimes they look better and you don't realize till you look at them on like the big screen. Let's focus on the crisp. Another good shot. We'll do a top down. I never liked the top down angle. Like for the final shot, it's never the one that I choose. But I always get one anyway, because, okay, there's too much. Move you out a little bit. Let me just move you up and, okay, yeah, so the glare is in the shot. Alright, and let's get a few more, because once I start eating this, we're not gonna get as good. This food is art. Thank you, Sylvia. Such good work. Well done. Thank you so much, Tay. We'll do a real claustrophobic. For these macro shots, when you're using a standard 18 by 55, get far away and like zoom all the way in. If you don't want as much depth of field, you can widen the aperture, but it makes the film darker because you're getting less light in with a narrower aperture. See, look, it took like the longest. You see how long that exposure was to get the light level right? Because I'm using auto ISO and auto frame, or auto shutter speed. Okay, I'm getting a little too obsessive here. We'll just do like one, and then when we're focusing on the crisp, and we'll call it. I think we're good. Well, guys, I think we are. Oh, that's a pretty nice looking angle, though. I swear I always end up picking like the last picture. It's either like the first or the last. I take like 20 pictures, and then I'm like, which one am I gonna post? Oh, you know what? Either the very first one or the very last one. I'll take one more in that position. All right, that's gonna be it, I think. Thank you all for showing up. Let me see who is live. I'm using the different view, so I can't see it like I normally can. Normally I just watch my own stream like I would be a viewer, but here I have it in the funky like Twitch dashboard thing. So let me go to Twitch itself, go to following. Who is live? Let's see. Floop is live, Jelly is live, Brandon Trueblood, Harity Valentine, she's doing ASMR, that's kind of a throw. No Name Paladin, I'd love to raid Paladin. Maple Winters. Taste it? You want me to taste it on stream? Sure. I normally, the last time I did this, I just ate it afterward. I'll give it a taste. You have to kind of mess it up to eat this. Like, oh no, our presentation! But this is the best way to eat it. You mix it up with a tare sauce, and the sweet tare sauce mixes with the spiciness of the chili oil, chili crisp. It's heaven. This is so many noodles. I added way too many noodles to this. I don't think I can eat all these. I am a big man. I cannot eat this much. Oh baby, that's good. Oh, that's delicious. Fire Kitchen? Is that a channel? I don't know that channel. I have a lot of friends that I have not raided ever because I'm still new. So I'd like to raid someone that I know. It is? I'll check them out, but I want to raid someone that I know since I'm still... You just have one more bite? Don't tempt me. I make disgusting noises eating this because you're like slurping it up and stuff. I just realized when I'm on camera mode, you can see all the camera settings. It looks pretty like this too. Yeah, it looks prettier with all the stuff on top though. Here you can admire that the noodles turned out right. Like, oh yeah, that. Oh, when your homemade noodles look like this and they're not all buckled, because like that's what normally goes wrong is they buckle. They'll have like bins in them, just randomly. This is how you know it's real. Man, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten for 10 hours. Just cooking? I mean, I'll give it a shot. I didn't see that message a second ago. Let's raid. Hang on. It's so hard to choose, man. Like, Floop is my homeboy, but he's playing Nier Replicant, which sucks ass. Paladin is also my homeboy. He's playing Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, which wait, is it Inside Story? Yeah, it is. Which I only know because, Kuragi played it like a year or more ago. It's the Vor game. Let's raid into it. Let's raid into Paladin. Make sure I spell his name right, because I can't spell to save my life. Raid? No. Name. Paladin. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Alright. I thought the channel might fit because it's cooking and the one Puri raids after reading streams. I'll give him a look. I'll watch him. I just want to raid someone that I know because there's so many people that I know that I haven't raided ever. But I'll give him a watch, and if he's good, then when I do the next cooking stream, or like, you know, I might raid into him. Thank you for the suggestion, Robert Brown. Thank you all for being here. I gotta go through the list, but I'm really thankful that all of you guys showed up. This is a good time. My apologies to any follows that I missed. I probably missed a few if there was any. Alright, well, I haven't made my schedule for next week, but I'm planning a build stream, so if you want to see me build some electronic thing, that's probably what's gonna happen next week, and hopefully another cooking stream. In the meantime, I'll see you guys around. The channel runs mostly prepared VODs.